Hey, Pardon My Take listeners, you can find every episode on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Prime members can listen ad-free on Amazon Music. On today's Pardon My Take, we have recurring guest JB Smoove from, you know him from Curb Your Enthusiasm. He's actually taping Curb Your Enthusiasm right now. He also has a new podcast. He pumps us up, Life Affirmations. We also have Stephen Cheah, the senior draft analyst at Barstool Sports. Very funny with Stephen Cheah. We drafted Daniel Jeremiah's buzzwords and then had Stephen apply the name of the player that best suits that. So
he stepped in it big time.
Yeah.
Twice. There were two big things that he said that they'll light the internet on fire.
Yeah, people are going to be mad. We have Hot Seat Cool Throne and some FAQs. Before we get to all of that, Liquid IV. You start your morning, you probably go to the gym, you maybe do some yoga. Well, guess what you should be doing? You should be drinking Liquid IV to make sure that your body stays hydrated all day long. Making hydration should be a priority for you. We all know that if you stay hydrated, a lot of things happen. A lot of good health things happen. So I always drink my Liquid IV right in the morning. I have my cup of coffee, I have my Liquid IV, and I'm good to go for the rest of the day. I'm staying hydrated. Liquid IV contains 5 essential vitamins, more vitamin C than an orange, and as much potassium as a banana. Healthier than sugary sports drinks, no artificial flavors or preservatives, and less sugar than an apple. Made with clean ingredients, non-GMO, vegan, and free of gluten, dairy, and soy. So make sure you check out Liquid IV. They're also donating 4 million servings in response to COVID-19. Products are being donated to hospitals, first responders, food banks, veterans, and active military. Liquid IV has donated over 10 million servings globally. If you're walking around, you're thirsty, if you're feeling thirsty, if you're lagging, it's too late. That means you should have Liquid IV'd early in the morning or maybe late in the afternoon to keep that energy going. Make sure hydration is a priority and do it with Liquid IV. Grab your Liquid IV in bulk nationwide at Costco, or you can get 25% off when you go to liquidiv.com. Use code TAKE at checkout. That's 25% off anything you order when you get better hydration today using promo code TAKE at liquidiv.com. Okay, let's go.
It's Pardon My Take, presented by Barstool Sports.
Welcome to Pardon My Take, presented by liquidiv.com. Use code TAKE at checkout. You get 25% off anything, liquidiv.com. Make sure you're staying hydrated. Today is Wednesday, April 28th, and I can't guarantee that anybody in the world will be alive on Sunday. So I can't guarantee who will be on our roster on Sunday. That is Kyle Shanahan threatening the entire world with, I don't know, was it asteroid? How's he going to kill everyone?
Well, he was definitely threatening Jimmy Garoppolo. First thing I thought, the way that he phrased it, which, I mean, it was the easiest question to answer. All he had to do was not imply that he was going to kill his starting quarterback.
Yes.
And it would have been fine, but then he was like, Jimmy Garoppolo might not even be alive. So
none of us might be alive.
It sounds like a threat.
It's a threat to all of us.
But especially to Jimmy. I actually scheduled a tweet. I think it's going out Sunday morning, just to tweet at Jimmy Garoppolo to make sure that he's still alive.
You good, bro?
You good? You okay? You alive? He's saying essentially like it'd be a real shame if something were to happen to Jimmy before Sunday. So I can't guarantee that. Like, I'll put it this way: if you're a police officer and you hear Kyle Shanahan say that, and then Jimmy Garoppolo, heaven forbid, somehow dies before Sunday, who's the first call you're going to be making?
It's Kyle Shanahan. It's
Kyle
Shanahan.
Nick Bosa first to thank him for his support.
And John Lynch.
Then Kyle Shanahan straight up be like, hey, where were you? Do you have an alibi going on? So he's probably going to kill him.
It's the most football guy answer to just not be able to answer something straight up and instead making it way, way bigger and be like, hey, listen, guys, we're in a pandemic. In this economy, who can guarantee anything? Who knows what a roster is anymore? What even is a roster? Is a construct by the NFL.
He's like, this could be a simulation that we're all in.
We're in the Matrix.
Is anybody alive?
Imagine if Kyle Shanahan in his next press conference just brought out the red and blue pill and was like, you choose whether you want Jimmy Garoppolo on the Niners. This is the end for Jimmy Garoppolo. I think we all can agree. We always joke about the vote of confidence that like a coach will get, and that usually means the end. Or when a coach says, these are my guys, I'm not looking for another job, that usually means they're looking for another job. Jimmy Garoppolo got the worst possible compliment from Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch during their press conference. John Lynch said that he has been a pro. Jimmy's been a pro, and he said he really has. I just spoke to him over the weekend. He's here. He's taking part in our virtual meetings. Plans on being at the workouts. Jimmy's been completely professional, as he always has been with us. That is such a bare minimum thing to compliment a guy, being like, listen, he showed up. He was at work, and he has not complained yet, and that's really where the compliments end.
When you say somebody's a pro as a head coach, it just means that they've accepted their benching like a man. Mm-hmm. That's the direct translation of what that means.
Yes.
You'll never hear, like, after a quarterback goes out and throws for 6 touchdowns and 400 yards, talk about how Pat Mahomes played out there, Coach Reed. Well, Patrick, he was a pro out there today.
Whoa.
No, it's never that. It's usually like Alex Smith getting benched for Patrick Mahomes. Describe how Alex Smith is in the QB room. He's a pro.
Rarely, though, you could get he's a pro's pro, and then he actually might be good. Mm-hmm. A pro's pro, but a pro is. It's just they're just stating facts. Everyone could die on Sunday, yep. And technically, by the letter of the law, Jimmy Garoppolo is a professional football player.
A pro's pro is what you say to a borderline you say to Julian Edelman after he retires if you're Peter King.
Yeah.
He's been a pro because he picked up my phone calls.
Yep.
And he was tough.
It's a pro's pro is synonymous with as good of a player as he was, he's an even better person. They don't usually say that for like incredible players.
Right.
Because it's really hard to be an incredible human being.
The headline you can take away from this is Kyle Shanahan essentially said, Jimmy Garoppolo is still alive right now, to the best of my knowledge.
Yes.
That's all you can take away from. Also, just a big just chill out, man, to the entire 49ers front office, because John Lynch also said the 49ers have attended 176 college games and practices, conducted 400 Zoom calls, interviewed 600 players, and attended 128 separate pro days to come to these decisions.
You know what that is? That's a little getting in front of it.
Yes.
That's what Billy's been doing this week with his Who's Back and his Hot Seat Cool Throw, just throwing some stats out there to get to help his resume.
That's just straight up, we put the hours in.
Yeah.
That's if you're a salesperson and you know that you're going to miss your quota, you just dial every number, even the ones that you know are not in service anymore, so they show up on your call log like, look, I'm actually putting the time into this.
Yes.
They're afraid that they're going to make the wrong decision, I think. And also, I think Kyle Shanahan specifically is maybe the least chill Kyle on the planet.
Yes. Well, Kyles in general aren't very chill. They're more aggro.
They're aggro?
They drink Monster Energy and they fucking punch holes through walls.
I would go chill power rankings for Kyle in this draft specifically. Kyle Pitts, Kyle Trask, and then Kyle Shanahan.
Kyle Trask is pretty chill. I mean, anytime you can just rock that goatee or whatever, the chin strap, and think that it works, you got a chill level to you. Did you see also Jerry Jones said that his visions of he has visions of sugar plums, picturing Kyle Pitts with Dak Prescott?
I mean, that's good. That's better than glory holes.
He's just finding a new way to be horny and describe it.
Sugar plums?
Yeah, I think
you think sugar plums is a bonkable statement.
I think it's like it wasn't in Kenny Powers. Like I can feel it in my plums. That's what I immediately went to.
Okay.
He can feel it in his plums.
I just see, I hear sugar plums. I think Jerry Jones actually is old enough where he's heard every single innuendo for every single part of the human anatomy.
Sugar plums might have just been currency when he was growing up.
Right. He might throw it back and start talking about a prospect's gams and say their legs.
Right. It was like, oh, you want a candy bar? All right, well, that will be 3 sugar plums.
Yeah.
But yeah, I immediately did think of the Ashley Schaefer when he was like, I feel my plums. That's what I figured Jerry Jones was alluding to. The draft, though, finally is going to be here. We're excited for it. It does feel like we've picked apart every player a million different ways. Justin Fields now, according to even at least Chris Sims, is now the 32nd pick, which I think Justin Fields is going to be our new everyone gets mad about wherever he lands. Like if he gets picked 3rd, people are like, that's way too high. And if he gets picked 30th, People are like, that is such disrespect.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's any, like, no matter what, people are going to be mad about Justin Fields.
I don't think he's going to go 32nd.
I don't think so
You know
either.
what? I'll stand on the table. I will say I will give Chris Sims my spleen if he gets picked 32nd.
Exactly 32nd. What about
Exactly
lower?
No,
I think you got to give
32nd
lower,
or lower.
Lower, yep.
Yeah, my spleen.
Please God, have
wait,
Justin Fields with a fucking bong mask going on draft night.
There's one stipulation: he has to still be alive.
Yeah.
So nothing's
could be
for
alive.
certain. So if he's still alive on Thursday, then yes. If he
Are you
goes
talking about Chris Sims has to be alive?
Both. I'm not giving a dead body my spleen.
Yeah. That's fair.
But yeah, if it's 32nd or lower, Chris, my spleen is yours. It's probably in pretty poor Your spleen, Chris, is probably better than my spleen.
How many spleens do you have? 2?
You got one. Just the one.
Oh, he's got none.
You don't really need it.
He has
though.
none.
It's like your second ball.
I'm pretty sure it keeps you not sick.
Your spleen does?
Yeah.
Well, COVID's over.
I mean, being around Chris, he's said like his immune system is not great.
Okay, well, what's mine is yours, Chris, if that does that. He's not going 32nd. He's probably going to go top 10.
Okay, but maybe
imagine.
he will go 32nd.
Because you know that after Mac Jones gets drafted, after Trey Lance goes off the board, a team is going to move up to whatever that pick is because they're going to panic.
Maybe even the Bears.
Maybe even the Patriots. There's talk about that.
There is talk about that, Hank. Have you thought about your future quarterback possibly coming in the first round of this draft?
Yeah, I mean, there's rumors. There's always rumors. We'll see. We'll see what happens Thursday, though. I feel like they're not going to do it. I feel
all
like
this smoke for nothing?
I feel like when it comes to the draft, there's always smoke. There's always like, this might happen, and then usually nothing crazy that happens. But if they trade up, they're obviously taking a quarterback, and then I'll be hyped.
It feels like a situation where the Patriots would have all this smoke, not trade up, but then the Bears would trade like 17 first-round picks to trade up.
Yeah.
And then fuck themselves.
Hank, what do you think about this? Would you rather have Jimmy Garoppolo again for, let's call it a 5th-round pick, or trade up, give up next year's first, this year's first, and maybe a second, and take Justin Fields?
I would like Justin Fields. There's old clips circulating. I'm sure you'll see it like a million times of Cam Newton and Justin Fields at like a camp back in the day when Justin Fields was in high school and Cam Newton's like, this is the best quarterback. He's my guy, blah, 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 blah. So it would be a good narrative to have draft Justin Fields. Cam Newton obviously likes him. He can, learn from him and then be the guy.
Was he the kid that was like, you suck, Cam, and Cam was like, I'm rich?
No. It was like it was like Justin Fields is doing an interview, and then Cam like butts his head and it's like, this is the best quarterback, blah 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 blah. So that would be cool. I would definitely be, I'd be pulling for that storyline.
The other data to break down, this just came out today. I happened to see it this morning. Trey Lance, Zach Wilson, Justin Fields all have bowls at Chipotle.
Nice.
That they put their names on.
Nice.
So Trey Lance is steak, brown rice, black beans, tomato salsa, tomatillo salsa, lettuce, and guacamole. Zach Wilson's is chicken, white rice,
nervous bird,
tomatillo, nervous bird. I don't like the
alert.
energy.
Jim Harbaugh.
You don't eat chicken. If you're going to become a chicken. Justin Fields.
Who ate chicken? Andrew Luck. You know where he is? Not playing football.
Check this out though. Justin Fields, sofritas. Brown rice, fajita veggies, romaine, and guacamole. That's the vegan option that they have there. So a take that I'm kind of squatting on, because I haven't heard anybody say it. I don't actually believe this, but it'd be cool to hear somebody say it, and I feel like it might be coming. Just saying that Justin Fields is the best football player in this draft, but he's the 5th best quarterback.
Mm-hmm. I like that. Most important player.
Yeah. Billy, what do you think in terms of the Chipotle orders? That's kind of like right up your
quarterbacks ordering Chipotle.
The only thing is Justin Fields with the vegetarianism. He's pretty, durable, and that would be the only question of a man made up of plant proteins.
True.
Is vegetarianism a word?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Joe Biden probably loves him, right?
Yeah.
But someone pointed out to me yesterday, we've been doing this show for so long, I think I actually believe the long hair quarterback thing, but someone pointed out, like, are you guys just coward now?
Yeah.
I was like,
absolutely.
Fuck. Yeah, maybe on this one.
Yeah, well, long hair and then visors.
Yeah.
Those are the two things.
Shit.
Honestly, like there's certain takes you go back in life and you wish that you had come up with first. The backwards hat one is absolutely a take. I
It's
wish
so
I'd come up
funny
with.
too to look at like just all the quarterbacks that have worn backwards hats and all the Super Bowls they've won.
Yeah, it's like every single one of them.
You can find so many backwards hat pictures of Brady, of Rodgers, of Roethlisberger, all of them.
Yeah, not the askew hat, not the hat that goes off to the side.
Yeah.
but yeah, the backwards.
The Pedro
hat.
Strope. Remember when Bob Costas had a stroke because Pedro Strope didn't wear his fucking hat
His hat correctly,
straight forward. Yeah,
The whole the Dontrell Willis off to the side.
yeah. We should just throw a shout out to Bob Costas. I know he's probably still struggling with the fact that the NFL has not ceased to exist. So, remember when he wrote that whole thing? Like it was a nightmare to have to cover the league.
Yeah, he's been going through it, and I think he like gave it. Didn't he give a speech at halftime of the Monday Night Football game about how he refuses
He's
to
like,
support the NFL? And
It's so against all these paychecks that I've been making, all these millions of dollars. It just hurts me so much because the NFL is so terrible.
he probably just closes his eye or his good eye when he's at a football game. And just imagines it's baseball.
Yeah. Shout out Bob Costas.
I do like the fact that Mac Jones doesn't have a Chipotle bowl.
Wait, I have a question. Mac Jones, where does second DUI come from?
Wait, he has 2 DUIs?
No, I think that's just an internet rumor, but everyone says he has 2 DUIs.
Does he have one?
Yeah, he has one.
If you have 2, then you don't have one.
Yeah, he officially has one. There's a mugshot of it, but like he just got screwed just getting a second one.
Yeah,
made up.
I have no idea. I didn't even think that they gave you DUIs in Alabama.
Yeah, no.
You know
I
how
think
drunk you have
where's
to
he
be?
from? I think he got it in high school, maybe. Yeah, he's got a listen. If you want to do the coward take, I like my quarterbacks when they get a mugshot to not have a little cry in their eyes.
Oh, he was sad in it?
Yeah, look it up.
He didn't stand up
He's got
for
a
himself?
tiny bit of cry in his eyes.
see.
So I'm saying bust just on that, just based on that. Does he have 2?
I think it was redshirt freshman year.
Okay, does he? Jake, fact check that for me. I think he only has 1, but the internet, like if you search on Twitter, second 2 DUIs, Mac Jones has so many people saying he has 2. That's also a sign of the draft has come too late. We should have had it 2 weeks ago because then you keep going. Like if we went all the way till June, half the guys in the first round are convicted murderers.
I'm not seeing anything about the second DUI. I'm just seeing
if
the
you look
first
though,
one.
people claim him to have one. Yeah.
One from 2017.
Did you see the cry in his eye?
Yeah.
He's got cry in his eye.
He does, yeah.
Like, you can't have cry in your eye. That you have to know that you're getting a mugshot. You can't have cry in your
In
eye.
the NFL, you got to take shots sometimes.
Yeah.
You can't regret
Oh
them.
wait,
He does?
I think he gave the cop a fake ID too.
That's
So he's a fraud.
so he's got bad decision making too. Uh-oh.
Shouldn't have threw that.
Uh-oh. I think we just moved him down. And Kyle Shanahan wants this guy?
Kyle Shanahan really wants it. Well, you don't know. This could be like the biggest psych out of all time.
It would be incredible
Kyle,
if
he took-
Mac Jones ended up being a second rounder.
yeah.
And I had to talk myself into him.
Yeah,
McCorkle.
if Mac Jones, if it was
Cry
just
eye?
like if it was a big punk, if we're all on punk right now,
Yeah.
and like all the competent general managers were just gassing him up, hoping that somebody would be dumb enough to trade, hoping that Ryan Pace would be dumb enough to trade up for him.
I do think Mac Jones gives off the vibe that enough people clown on him on Twitter and like the internet and say he sucks, then I think he'll be really good.
I was about to say he gives off what's happening with Mac Jones right now is a lot. It's very similar to what happened with Josh Allen
Right.
a few years ago.
Enough people decide he sucks. Like, no way.
Everybody that I know that has never played or coached football
Right.
knows that Mac Jones sucks.
Right.
And a lot of people that have coached football and played football think he's pretty good.
When you get a draft like consensus pre-draft about a guy just being a total bust, rarely does he end up being a total bust.
Here's what I'll say about Mac Jones. Mac Jones is the best backup quarterback in this draft at the next level. He
Yes.
projects to be a top-tier, long-term backup, which begs the question.
I don't want my backups crying either.
It begs the
Third
question,
stringers
though,
can cry.
how much would a guaranteed 10-year backup quarterback that goes 500 when he gets in, what would you use in terms of draft capital to take that player? Is that a third-rounder?
Career backup every time he gets so he gets into what 10 games in his 10 years and he goes 5-5.
More than that, I'd say he gets into 15 to 20 games,
And he
over
goes
the course
what?
of 10 years.
And what does he go?
Well, now I'm trying to do the schedule math with the fucking 17 game schedule.
Let's say he goes 12-8 in
12
20 games.
That's a second rounder.
I'd say that's like a third or fourth.
How many stand-in playoff games? for
One
minor
half.
injuries?
One half. He keeps him afloat for one half.
He gets a
But
save.
then the starter comes back in and loses it. So you didn't win that playoff game.
But then with that next draft pick, you draft a better starter because you were one spot earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Billy's doing
Third, fourth, yeah.
What does the Jimmy Johnson draft chart
Figure
say
that
about
out.
that one?
All right, let's get to our hot seat cool thrones. Did you find the second DUI, Jake? Doesn't exist, right?
I don't see anything.
If
to
you
report.
look though, you can. People have just given it to him.
Yeah, I could,
It sucks. I think it's because the mugshot he is crying so hard. I think it's post cry.
Yeah, it's post cry.
I think the cop was like, "Hey, dude, you're about to take a mugshot. You're an Alabama football player. Like, why don't you clean yourself up real quick?"
Yeah, he doesn't even. The problem is in the mugshot, he looks like a bad quarterback.
Right.
Not even the
Skinny,
cry.
right.
Very skinny. He looks like a fan of Alabama football.
Right.
Also, remember, it was a DUI as a minor, which has much lower BAC limits.
Ah, good point, Billy. Always standing up for people who drink and drive.
No, I'm not. Never mind.
No, we're glad that we have that perspective on the podcast.
Yeah, you covered that for us.
Hear both sides.
Yeah. Any other things in? Oh, I fucking hate Blooper, the mascot for the Braves.
I mean,
fuck that bitch.
Blooper came at us pretty hard last
Dude,
night.
he's a Philly fanatic wannabe. And you know what I realized? I'm gonna have to go back to war with Blooper tonight.
What did he do?
He was just sitting on the dugout when the last, like right before the last out, just hanging out. And I tweeted, I was like, "Fuck this fuckface Blooper." And then he tweeted at us, and he tweeted a picture that looked like Blooper was me, fat me, and then PFT, a guy with long hair and glasses next to him. And I realized that when you go after a mascot, it's a 0% chance you can win.
It's like you're boxing a clown.
Because everyone comes, if Blooper just responds, everyone's like, "Oh, roasted." So, but guess what? I'm gonna win.
The only person
I'm gonna beat Blooper.
Sounds like you've already lost.
No, I'm
this
gonna beat
day-
him. I'm gonna beat him.
To this
Fuck
day,
Blooper.
the only person that's ever looked cool getting into a fight with a mascot is Tommy Lasorda.
Yeah,
because he beat the
RIP.
shit out of him.
So I'm going
You have to challenge him to rough and
I
rough.
probably am breathing some of the air that Tommy Lasorda
Oh, this is
breathed.
funny.
It's not that.
Yeah, but
funny.
I don't like him. He's
is
a fucking
hilarious.
Philly fanatic
not
wannabe bitch.
No, because he's got the mustache on,
Yeah,
so it's Big Cat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got
And
that.
the guy next
I
to it's got
that.
long hair and
But
sunglasses.
don't you
Wearing-
think-
but it's a
dude,
long red hair
They
wig.
literally
He
made
said
Philly
Blue Cat.
fanatic. They made a Philly fanatic.
I like this guy.
No, fuck him, Blooper. And also, no, fuck it. Why would you have your mascot be Blooper?
real teams don't
Whoa.
need mascots.
What?
Oh,
What?
it's problematic.
Tomahawk chop.
No, I know,
you,
but
you don't
but
think
Blooper's
that
a bad thing.
appropriating podcast culture is equally problematic,
Like Dinger should be the name of the mascot.
or just the freeze? They have the best mascot
They
in the
do.
world. The guy that runs around the outfield.
Is that guy in the Olympics?
He should be.
He absolutely should be. I'm like, how is he not in the on our relay team?
It's disgusting.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, but fuck Blooper. I'll see you tonight, bitch. All right. Let's get to Hot Seat Cool Throne. Hot Seat Cool Throne is brought to you by our friends at Coors Light and Coors Seltzer. What do you do when you need a moment to chill? You sit down. You hit the reset button. You sit on your couch. Everything is go, go, go these days. 24/7 hustle and bustle. The rat race. Well, guess what? Coors Light is literally made to chill. It is so cold, and it is the perfect beer to drink. When you're trying to reset, you open up a Coors Light. It's mountain cold refreshment made to chill. Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged. It's literally made to chill. It's crisp and refreshing as the Colorado Rockies. Perfect for a moment to unwind. You know what's also refreshing? Coors Seltzer, which they have that as well. So, if you ever feel like you're always on the go, you're juggling a million things at once, and all you want to do is chill, Coors Light is literally made for those moments because everyone likes variety. Coors also has introduced refreshing Coors Seltzer with flavors like black cherry, mango, and lemon lime. Get Coors Light and Coors Seltzer delivered straight to your door with Drizzly or Instacart. Celebrate responsibly. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado, and Fort Worth, Texas. I love Coors Light. I love when people send us the Blue Mountains. I don't think I'm ever going to get sick of it, so keep sending us the Blue Mountains, especially on the weekends. It just gives you the perfect chill vibe, the chill mindset. So thank you to Coors Light and Coors Seltzer. Okay, Hank, hot seat, cool throne.
I got a couple hot seats. My first one is Elon Musk.
Okay.
Sold a bunch of his Bitcoin. People are mad at him for that. And even worse, he tweeted that he was going to be the host of SNL.
Yeah.
And then the SNL cast is like internally revolting, bitching and moaning about him hosting the show because he's so rich, apparently.
I don't get that at all.
Me neither.
Wait,
Of all the
do you
people,
not get why he's hosting? I
I
don't
don't know. I don't get why, like, the cast
That's where the
is like,
cast
he's
draws
too
the line.
rich.
Yeah,
Right,
like that.
yes.
Like of
That
all the
part makes
hosts,
no sense.
for the cast to draw the line and be like, "Oh,
They
Elon
might
Musk
be
are
mad.
too rich."
They might be mad because he's not funny.
He is kind of funny.
Is he?
He smoked weed on Joe Rogan.
I
Yeah,
also
you're
Hilarious.
You're right. Good point.
I also feel like
Doge. I mean, you're a Doge guy, PFT.
I'm a Do-
you kind of owe him.
I
for
probably
that.
do owe him. I'm just excited. I like to think maybe he personally selected Miley Cyrus as the musical
Yes.
guest. In which case, hats
Bonk.
off to you, sir. Oh, you're going to need a bigger stick for me on
Bonk.
Saturday night.
I don't. So is he going to still do it, or have they effectively kicked him off?
I'm sure. He's
If I were
still gonna
Elon
do it. I
Musk-
don't think the SNL care. I'm sure SNL wants the ratings they're going to get from Elon Musk more than like their fucking cast members being like, man.
If I were Elon Musk, I would just show up, and every sketch would just be like a Tesla or the super truck ad. And just be like, this is what's funny to me.
Yeah.
Fuck you guys.
He does have a weird laugh.
Like,
but-
if you don't like it, I'll fire all of you, and then buy SNL, and then end SNL. You think I'm too rich? I'll fucking buy NBC, and I'll blow the whole thing up.
He does have, by definition, fuck you money.
Yeah,
so
he should do
He
that.
could show up tomorrow and just like buy SNL from Lorne Michaels,
It-
and they'd be like, fine. You know what he should do? He should just in each sketch bring out a different suitcase filled with like $2 million.
Yes.
and just light it on fire.
Yes, or he should do a casting call right now and find the perfect doppelganger for every single SNL cast member currently, and just bring his own cast. Mm-hmm. And just be like, you guys just stand on the back, and they all kind of suck, but it would be funny because they suck.
Yep.
But either way,
these
I don't
are all
know-
things that you can do when you have that much. He seriously could do whatever he wants.
Yeah, I also don't understand what SNL like. SNL gets. I know it's an institution. I know that like it's been around forever. There's been so many funny people have come through there. I love Kyle Mooney. I love Beck Bennett. Like there's still some funny cast members. Keenan, all those guys, and Kristen. I miss Kristen Wiig. I'll just say that right now. That's not a bonk. I just think she's one of the funniest women ever.
kind of a bonk. It's bonkers.
I don't know why SNL like. Why do we give them so much time and like our collective?
Do they
thought?
live rent free in
Well,
our heads?
in
They're like-
America's head? Yes,
Yeah,
I think they do.
Rent free.
Like it
SNL
becomes such a
there.
big deal. It's like it's. Do people still watch SNL
No.
like they used to?
No.
I still, if I see a sketch, I'm like, oh, that's funny. I like it. I'm not saying I'm funnier than them. I'm just saying it doesn't have the cultural relevance that it did 10, 15, 20, 30 years ago.
Right, because old people still remember it as being like the one. It's the water cooler conversation that you have on Monday morning. You see SNL, but I don't know anybody that actually watches it.
We need to-
occasionally. If here's my limit. If I see somebody put the same SNL skit on my timeline 5 times,
Yeah.
I'll watch it the 5th time.
It's usually the shit. Like I said, Kyle Mooney at the end when they cut that. That's usually the funniest stuff. But I think we give too much. I think we let SNL dictate the conversation too much.
They're the Skip and Stephen A. of
Yes,
comedy.
Yes, yes, exactly.
Everyone talks about it, but no one actually really like spends time to watch the show.
Yes,
Yep.
perfect analogy, Hank.
My other hot seat is Citizen Kane. Did you guys
Okay.
see this? Did you hear about this?
The movie?
The movie, classic. Everyone says it's the best movie of all time.
It's such a default, like, oh, what's the best movie?
But
Citizen Kane.
not anymore. Rotten Tomatoes. Someone that works at Rotten Tomatoes found an 80-year-old review, like talking a negative review about Citizen Kane. So they put it in the Rotten Tomatoes whatever like system, and now it's a 99 on Rotten Tomatoes, not 100. Paddington 2 is 100. So Citizen Kane, by Rotten Tomatoes metrics, no longer the best movie of all time.
Second best movie of all time. That's
Goodfellas.
That's a real shame. Rosebud's the sled.
Yeah,
Godfather 2.
I'm more of a Godfather 3 guy.
That's
John
insane.
Rothstein would kill you.
That's absolutely insane.
Just kidding. I didn't even know that GIF was from.
Yeah, that's right. That was a funny moment.
Oh, the clapping gif?
the old
Just when you
Al
thought it was
Pacino.
out,
Yeah,
come
yeah.
pull me back in. All right.
My cool throne is hockey. Signed up.
Just played on ice.
True. Well, that and they like doubled. They're getting double money. They doubled up.
Go on.
They're leaving NBC. They're going to ESPN. I think the revenue is going from like $300 million a year to $600 million a year from these new deals.
Cap's going up.
Cap's going up.
I like the fact that it's going to be on ESPN because
I was too young to ever watch
It's going to force
NHL
them
on
to,
ESPN.
to talk about it. People forget they used to talk about hockey for at least like 3 minutes each Sports Center.
I hope
Now
that
it's-
was-
that was literally before my time because growing up they never talked about it. Like they would do maybe in the playoffs like a 1 minute quick highlight package.
All right,
It would
and
be
that's-
so
yeah.
funny if they didn't talk about it still. And
Yeah.
then, but it does have the theme song is fantastic.
Here's
hold
my
on, play it
prediction.
real quick. Go ahead.
My prediction is that they're going to need to find somebody to fill like the Paul Bissonnette, Ryan Whitney. There's definitely a meeting going on right now at ESPN where they're like, we need to get our Biz Nasty or Ryan Whitney of our own on ESPN, but like a little safer than them. And they're going to go out there and try to find somebody, and it's going to be the worst impression of Paul Bissonnette and Ryan Whitney that they have on the set.
Yes, agreed.
They also have a deal with Turner.
Unless it's Patrick Sharp, then it's a great hire. Just straight up.
Patrick Sharp doesn't have the shitty Sydney stories though, and if he does, he's not going to say it.
Maybe he will. Maybe it'll be part of his contract.
Right.
He just shows up and just starts vaping right on set.
All right, is that it?
That's it.
Okay.
Hank,
PFT.
did you know that the clapping gif that you see everywhere, that is Citizen Kane? That's probably what... Yeah, the old guy in black and white.
Yeah.
That's how they should solve the Oscar ratings problems. They should just give Oscars for the best gifts of the year.
Yeah, I was in like a class. I think I was in high school. I was in a class, and my teacher like broke down Citizen Kane frame by frame, scene by scene to explain why it was so good. So I understand.
That's how you know a
I
movie's
understand why it's so
When
good.
they have to explain
it makes
why it's
sense
good,
to me. Unlike you, uncultured swines, I understand and support Citizen Kane.
No,
I think
that's the best time.
you
I
love
like
the
when my jokes
concept.
get explained to
Yeah,
me.
you love the concept of Citizen Kane.
No, it makes sense. It makes total
Why
sense.
haven't they remade it? It's so fucking good.
Can't remake a classic.
Yeah, you can.
What are you talking about? They
Ninja
remade
Turtles
all-
2,
Yeah,
Secret
don't we have
Views.
a new Top Gun coming out?
Yeah. When is that coming out?
I don't know.
It's supposed to be out
gonna
last year, I
sick.
think. Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Right.
Miles
It's got
Teller.
planes.
Balls.
What's like a 2-second synopsis of Citizen Kane?
Sled.
You know Kane the wrestler?
Yeah.
Nothing like that. There it is.
Boom. The opposite of Kane.
Something with a casino, I think.
Yeah, it's about Casino. You're thinking of Casino.
Yeah, Casino.
No.
Oh, you're thinking of Ocean's 11.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Which was a remake,
Yeah. Of Ocean's 10
which was also actually better.
and 12.
Ocean's 12.
I'll walk you through it frame by frame. Frank Sinatra, Sammy Davis Jr., they go into a casino.
All right. PFT.
My hot seat is Bill Simmons.
Oh.
Bill Simmons on the hot seat because I don't know if you guys have been up to speed on the goings on in Dallas these days on the Mavericks. Luka and Kristaps are apparently they're not exactly best friends.
Oh, no.
There's trouble in paradise down there, and Mark Cuban has said a few things in radio interviews. He basically saying like they work things out on the court, so they squash whatever.
That means
beef
they
have.
hate each
And he
other.
also said, if you remember, Dirk didn't really like Jason Terry when he first got here, but they worked it out on the court. So basically, they hate each other. And Bill Simmons was talking about it on his podcast, which I don't know the name of it. I don't listen to it, but they talked about it, and Simmons was like about to say what he knew that was going on behind the scenes. And he was like, no, if I say it, then all the aggregators out there are going to write about it and they'll blog it. And so I'm not going to say it because he doesn't want that attention.
Question, yeah.
We can just speculate.
Okay.
And then we can get the aggregators to blog about it because I'm fine with people writing about this podcast.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what you want.
Yeah.
You want people to write about your show.
Not if you're Bill Simmons.
Got it.
He just wants to hang out with his friend.
We could probably say it and no one will write about it because people don't like to put our names in the quote.
They're Eskimo brothers.
I think like when Bleacher Report and ESPN has to put part of my take on the quote card, like a little single tear rolls down there.
They look like
Well, they
Mac
usually
Jones
do it in like
mugshot.
the same colored font as the background. You really have to search
Well,
for
where's
it.
Waldo?
I'll see it and get mad, and then I'm like, I have to like pull up my magnifying glass. I'm like, oh, all right, technically they did it.
But yeah, apparently there is something that's going on there. And I don't know, no one knows what it is, but they just don't like each other. My best
sure.
bet is, well, what do they always say? Like the old Villanova rumor where like a teammate had sex with another teammate's girlfriend. Mm-hmm. That's a tried and true one that you can always go back to the well on.
Well,
Yeah.
It's never true,
But it could be.
but it could be.
And Latvia and Slovenia,
Are they not?
long-standing rivals.
Are they beefing?
Yeah, huge beef.
They
Really?
probably,
Yeah, going back to the 1800s.
they probably
Damn.
root for different soccer teams.
Yeah. They gotta squash that beef.
They got to squash it.
All right, what's your cool turn?
My cool throne is Roger Goodell's chair. Literally a cool throne this week. So Roger Goodell's famous chair, the one that he sat in last year. You remember
Who
that
could
one?
forget?
The one that he sat in.
Wait.
When he
What
was,
do you do with this chair?
It's the chair that he sits in when he scams money from people that he says he's going to give to charity.
And
but
eats
they never
M&Ms.
does, and eats M&Ms
People
on.
forget that.
It's his man cave chair. And we all were wondering what was going to happen this year in the draft with Roger Goodell's chair. Fear not, Ian Rappaport reported that the chair will be in Cleveland, and you might see it out and about. So I'm sure it's going to be hilarious, whatever they decide to do with it. I just love the idea of an NFL employee going over to Roger Goodell's house, carrying his chair up the stairs, putting it into a van, and then driving his chair across country.
See, I think
like it's Rain Man with a lazy boy.
The funnier thought about it is that Roger Goodell thinks that his chair was that impactful and that funny to everyone that he's going to have the chair out there and he's going to like pull over. Like Kyle Pitts can get drafted. He's like, you see that over there? And Kyle Pitts is like, yeah, that's a chair. He's like, no. That's my chair.
That's the
from
chair.
last year.
The chair.
And like, you get it?
Do you
like,
want to?
No one gets it.
Do you want to hug the chair?
It's not fucking important. So way to go, Goodell. You really killed that one.
Okay, two predictions. One, they're either going to have somebody that comes out and gets drafted hug the chair instead of hugging Roger Goodell. Mm-hmm. Two, it'll be like an Instagram selfie station that the NFL is like, cool, we get it. We're hip Zoomers.
Goodell's chair.
So after you get drafted, you can take a selfie of yourself in Roger Goodell's chair.
I have faith in the people of Cleveland, but I'm just hoping we get a hitch boss situation.
Just beat the fuck out of it?
Yeah, they just destroy the chair.
That would be funny.
Should we put a bounty on the chair?
I'm down. I mean...
Yeah, fuck that chair. If you see that chair,
that
fuck it
chair
up.
inspired the stealing from charity.
Yes.
It's on
and
site.
that very
which
chair.
we would have donated to.
Right.
Yep. Yeah, a lot of money.
Fuck that chair up, please. All right, my hot seat is anyone who's still wearing masks outside. We're good. CDC said we don't have to do it anymore.
Hell yeah.
Which I don't want to say, not to brag, but I called it. But last week, my sunglasses were getting fogged up, and I was like, I think I'm done wearing a mask outside.
Yeah.
So
Listen,
I kind of got there first, CDC, no big deal.
It's funny to see people get mad about this new like unrestriction because this is why we got vaccines.
Right.
Remember a year ago, Big Cat, when you in addition to saving the Super League, you told science to make a vaccine
Fast,
and do it like now,
and they did it
so we could get
hyper
sports,
fast.
and they did it warp speed for you. This is the reason why we got vaccines.
So let's go. Let those mouths fly.
Plus, when you're outside and you're outdoors and you're not standing on top of somebody, you're probably fine. I know a lot of people are like, I knew this from the very start. Nobody knew shit about shit from the very start.
No. Revisionist history.
We figured out what's going on. It seems to be pretty safe to be outside and breathing fresh air.
I just feel bad for the guy who's been like testing out some type of weird facial hair, being like, well, I got the mask just in case. And now he's got to let it fly.
If you have a cold sore,
Yep.
absolutely take advantage of the mask.
Keep going masks.
Today is the worst day, perhaps, in American history to get a cold sore.
Exactly. You can't do it. Or you just can't go outside. My cool throne is Andre Drummond because Skip Bayless said, I'm starting to think his name is really Andre Rummond, no D, which means that he'll now like rattle off an incredible stretch of defense.
It also it's curious because Andre Rummond still has 2 Ds left in it. So he's got 3 Ds in his name. Skip took out one of them.
Right. He's still a very good defensive player. He's got 2 Ds.
He's double Ds.
Yeah.
I call him Ski Bayless because without a microwave, there's no P.
Yeah, there we go. All right, Billy, I'm excited for this.
Hot seat CNN. Van Jones is rumored to be dating Kim Kardashian. So
Whoa.
you could see Kardashian curse
To
hit
CNN.
Van Jones and CNN.
Whoa.
That'd be pretty wild.
Maybe that all goes back. Remember when Kanye went to TMZ and Van Jones was like getting in a fight with him? I think it's a little...
No. Flag. You're thinking of Van Lathan.
Yep.
And he actually tweets about that all the time. But whenever Van Jones
That's
cries
probably why.
on air,
Sorry,
he's
Van.
like,
Talk.
he's like, people always text me like, dude, you okay? It's like, that's not me.
My bad, Van.
Yep.
He just won an Oscar, though.
Yeah, he did.
So shout out to you. Congratulations. Sorry.
I feel like CNN's another one of those things like SNL where it still occupies a lot of space in people's brains and not that many people pay attention to it.
Yeah, no.
Unless it's on Twitter.
No, definitely. All right, Billy.
Hot seat extra innings.
Second one, okay.
A minor league team is saying, fuck extra innings. We're just going to have a home run derby. The
Love
Pioneer
it.
League.
Love it.
Huge move. So,
It's a whole
Last
league,
year?
actually. Not just a team.
Did
yeah,
that last
league.
year?
That's what
Pioneer League.
The Pioneer. Thank you.
Did they do that?
I
Cool.
said Pioneer League. Anyway, hot seat chicken. I ate a whole chicken today.
Hey, you know who else is a pioneer?
Ate a whole rotisserie chicken. It was pretty big. Nice.
Billy, you know who else is a
Nervous
pioneer?
Who?
You.
Yes, I am a pioneer. Cool
Jesus
Throne.
Christ, dude.
Cool Throne Pi, the cryptocurrency. It's getting a crypto wallet so you can trade it. And I am really Pi.
There's
rich.
a cryptocurrency named Pi that if it somehow takes off, Billy Football will have Elon Musk money, and the world will just cease to exist.
Billy will actually buy Barstool.
He has so much pie,
and he will actually kick us off our own show.
It's the scariest thing ever.
One-man
It's the
show.
scariest thing ever.
Keep you employed, and then just like do bossy things to you.
Yeah, he'll make me get drunk for every show. All right.
Billy, honestly,
I like the chicken
cool
one.
throne.
I sincerely hope that you become a billionaire. I think that would be just...
Dude, I would just do
It would be
all
amazing.
the coolest shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
why are we wasting our time?
Yeah.
Like, they're
I'm
not
not doing
doing
cool shit.
Host SNL.
How many chickens would you eat in a day if you had unlimited money?
Well, I'd be doing the best, like, HGH testosterone, and I'd get huge. And I'd be a bodybuilding billionaire. And
I think if
everyone would
Billy
be
was a
like,
billionaire, like he would do some Jurassic Park type shit.
we
dude,
discussed that
already
yesterday. Yeah.
planned it.
True, microdosing.
Yeah. Cool Throne.
Macro. It's with an A.
Macro, sorry.
Cool Throne
I
Slam
screwed
Ball.
up too. Yeah.
Slam Ball was trending the other day.
Slam Ball Saturdays were the best. They were amazing. Slam Ball, if you've never watched Slam Ball, I guess if you're probably younger than me and Big Cat, it wasn't on TV when you were growing up. It's basketball with trampolines.
Those guys went
It's sick.
hard.
They put it on Cartoon Network when I was a kid.
Oh,
So,
sick.
But also, Cool
You still
Throne-
going?
No.
So why is it on the Cool Throne?
No, I
Because
was
it was
saying
trending.
you still going.
Yeah, I have way more.
Okay.
Cool Throne swords. Some Arkansas politician was holding a sword in the bathroom when they found him after the Capitol insurrection thing. That's kind of cool.
Okay, so now we're doing
sword.
stories from January.
Yeah.
I like this, Billy.
They just found this out. And Cool Throne Elon Musk. He made a dick joke about Jeff Bezos' space company. He said, "Your space company sucks because you can't get it up into orbit because his rockets suck."
I just didn't know
okay.
that. I didn't know that Jeff Bezos had a space company.
He does.
Cool Throne, Greek mythology, Percy Jackson is coming back. They're
Okay.
redoing it.
Good job.
Good
job, Billy.
Cool Throne water.
That was great.
Cool Throne water. Why water?
You just gotta drink it.
You need it.
Yeah, you just need that shit. All right, let's get to
This is like Michael Strahan's last game that one season when Brett Favre laid down just so
Yes.
he could get the record.
Yes.
Just keep going, Billy.
It's incredible. It's incredible.
It's Derek Jeter.
I can't wait for Friday. Your Firefests are going to be lit. Oh, shit. You just realized you had to do a lot of Firefests.
That's your first Firefest.
Yeah, realizing you have to do a shitload of Firefests. All right, let's get to our interviews. We got JB Smoove first, and then we have Stephen Cheah doing some draft stuff. Before we do that, Raycon, I don't know about you, but I feel like I'm always looking at a screen now more than ever, and whether you're an avid news watcher or in serious need of distraction, unplugging yourself is easier said than done. One of my favorite ways to rest my eyes and still get the content I'm itching for, by putting in my Raycon wireless earbuds and listening to something great. Whether you're catching up on your favorite news podcast, maybe Pardon My Take, or binging on an audiobook, Raycon has you set. Look, I'm holding the Raycons right now. They are super easy to charge, put in your ears, and away you go. You can walk around. You can unplug. You don't have to be sitting around staring at stuff. I like to put in my Raycons and listen to the Cubs game on radio, which always is nice. Baseball on the radio, nothing better. And
I actually think if Steve Bartman had been wearing Raycons instead of big headset, everyone would forget him.
Yeah, absolutely. Raycons are built to perform anywhere and any time with water and sweat-resistant construction and Bluetooth that pairs quickly and seamlessly, and with enough battery life for 6 hours of playtime, you can unplug for a while. The best part, Raycon makes great sound accessible to everyone with wireless earbuds starting at half the price of other premium audio brands. Raycon's offering 15% off all their products for all of our listeners right now, and here's what you got to do to get it. Go to buyraycon.com/take. That's it. You'll get 15% off your entire Raycon order, so feel free to grab a pair and a spare. That's 15% off at buyraycon.com/take. Buyraycon.com/take. Do it. You will not be disappointed. Okay, here he is, JB Smoove. Okay, we now welcome on a recurring guest, friend of the program. He was in studio last time, but it's great to see him. It is JB Smoove. He has a new podcast out. May I elaborate? Daily Wisdom from JB Smoove. So I want some daily wisdom. I want you to pitch us on this podcast, but I also want you to tell us some wisdom that we can use, and maybe we'll riff off of that.
Oh, you know what? I like to dive in on certain people. You tell me what's going on in your life, I'll break it down. I'll break your fucking whole life down.
Okay.
Tell me what's going on in you. How are you doing in this climate we're dealing with? How's your emotional state? You know,
Yeah.
Do you envision things for yourself? You know, like maybe doing this podcast on another planet in the future. I don't know. You tell me what do you have planned? Is it intergalactic shit going on, or are you stationed here on this planet, or do you see yourself on another planet, or are you in the physical form on this planet, but your mind is in the universe? I don't know. I don't know what's going on in your life.
Okay.
I want to move this podcast to Akon's country that he's inventing.
Woo!
Have you heard about that?
I love that. Now I love that. Akon, right? Akon, the singer.
Akon. He's got Acorn. He's building a utopia in Africa right now, and it's going to be open to everybody.
It's going to be open to everybody. He is building a Wakanda of some sense. You know, a far off world that you can go to. You know what? Everything in your life should be more like Oz. You know, like the Wizard of Oz. You know, that little girl, the little dog, the stupid ass lion, the dumb ass Tin Man. They got themselves together. They formed a boy band with a girl lead singer, and you know what I mean. And they all went on down this little road. That yellow brick road is nothing but life. You think the yellow brick road is a real road? That's not a real road. The yellow brick road is life. Everything they've ever been through in their life. That's what that yellow brick road is.
Yeah.
And that yellow brick road is going somewhere. That's what Akon is doing here. He is building a utopia. A world, another world where everything's free. I heard everything's gonna be free too. You can walk in. It's like they have their own version of Walmart, and you just walk in and grab stuff. You go shopping, but you don't pay for nothing. You just walk right out.
That's shoplifting. That is shoplifting.
No. It's not a crime over there.
Okay,
it's not a crime. It's what people need. It's giving people what they need. See, give them what they need. If you got to pay for it, it's too much stress. Do I have enough money? Can I afford to feed my kids? Can I do this? If you're gonna build a utopia, a world, you gotta build a world where everything is free stuff. You know what I mean? And they charge you at the end. You use stuff up, and they charge you at the end. See, that forces you to save money and put money in your account, so that you don't gotta worry about it. And the people are stressed out right now. You'll be stressed out if you go over there. You know why? Because you're too worried about how much you're gonna spend to go over there, to move over there. Sure, anybody can go, but see, your mind is still worried about how much support my family. Now I gotta get a damn job. See, it's too much to worry about. That's why I should be on so many levels, not just a guru, not just a TED Talk guy. I should be someone in a position to change everything.
I like
you know
that.
What I mean?
I like that.
Damn
So
right. See, you pay for stuff later.
Yeah.
See, people too worry about their bills. Your bills will take over your life. See, bills and not having things, that's what makes people rob banks. You think people rob a bank because they like the color of money? No, they rob a bank because they need money. See, they need money. They need funds. People don't need to be worrying about. Everything should be given to you. Education.
I like this.
Yeah, you just described a credit card with no limit on it.
Yeah.
But I think how Akon's
right.
genius, because you do have to pay for it at the end, but it's all in Acoin, so he gets a cut of every transaction that goes through.
See, and if I was him, I make my own money. Akon money. See, Akon money. You make Akon money, and you put your face on that money. See, that way everybody has the same money. You know, and the money don't have no value to it. It's just something to have. To have in your pocket. You know how fun it is to have something in your pocket that don't mean a damn thing, but it's still money? You roll up a big knot of Akon bills and you put little bills in your pocket. See? And no one's gonna rob you because it ain't worth a damn until the end of the year anyway.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah. My issue right now that you could maybe fix, I'm just tired. I'm tired. We're coming off March Madness. I got a little son. I'm tired. I'm just a tired person. So fix it for me.
Oh man, you tired.
Yeah.
Now, here's what happens. Sometimes tired gets in the way of tired. You understand? You got too many different tired's going on. Okay. You tired of this shit. You tired of dumb shit. You tired of this food your wife keep making every goddamn Thursday. You got too many tired's going on, and your tired's are overlapping with your other tired.
Oh.
You tired of driving to work. You tired of driving to work.
Yeah.
You tired of this dumbass car. This dumbass car keep breaking down. I'm tired of my mortgage. You tired. See, tires get in the way of other tires.
Mm-hmm.
So you got tires that are intersecting with each other. You understand? You love oodles and noodles. But at some point, you get tired of these goddamn ramen noodles.
Yep.
I don't try them. I don't added vegetables to it. I don't added bacon to it. I don't try the nacho cheese, loose ass gummy bears. I don't put everything in these goddamn ramen noodles, but they still ramen noodles.
Yeah. My tires are overlapping. I got to get rid of one of my tires.
The tires are overlapping with your other tire.
Yeah.
So another way to clear your tiredness is you got to delete your cache. You got to delete your cache.
Okay.
See? That means you gotta erase some of your stuff in order to make room for other stuff to breathe. You got too many things going on in your head. You can't breathe.
Yeah.
You can't breathe, man. You worried about what you're gonna wear today. Stupid stuff, man. Let's come to school. Let's come to work naked. Fuck it. You know what I mean?
I like that.
Until someone tell you,
that.
you come naked until someone say you can't do that.
Okay. Okay. So the day one, the first time I show up naked.
Don't worry about. See, you're the type of guy that'll be worried about going to work naked before you go to work naked.
Yes.
You gotta go to work naked before you worry about going to work naked.
Guilty as charged. I definitely worry about going to work naked.
You do it first, and then you let someone tell you can't do that.
Okay, I like that. So we'll do naked day.
It's not a rule until you break it.
Right.
That's the way I look at it.
Better ask for
signs,
forgiveness.
Signs go up after people do stuff.
Yeah.
You ever go in a store and it says no shirt, no shoes, and say, you can't do that. You can't walk in the store with no shirt, no shoes. You know why? Because someone walked in there with no shirt and no shoes, and that was established that we don't want to do that no more. So we're going to put a sign up. Shirt and shoe required. You can't walk in here barefoot, and you can't walk in here with no goddamn shirt on. See,
you can
goes up after the fact.
Yeah, you can loiter anywhere you want until they put a sign up that says no trespassing.
You can loiter,
right?
and you can ride the skateboard anywhere you want until someone say it's not a good idea for these young people to be riding their damn skateboards on everything, doing jumps off the benches and stuff.
All right, what about this issue I've been dealing with? I've been scheduled to play in a rock, paper, scissors tournament for like the last week or so. I'm nervous because I'm not very good at rock, paper, scissors. Do you have any recommendations for me to do I go double rock right off the bat? Am I too much in my own head? How do I deal with that? In
your damn head. See, here's the thing. You don't know how to play rock, paper, scissors, right? You're not good at it. You don't know how to play it. Is there anything else you know how to play? You know how to play checkers? You know how to play chess?
Yeah, I played both.
Here's what you got to do. You got to play rock, paper, scissors like you're playing chess. See?
Okay.
You got to play it in your head like something you know how to play. Now, play video games?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your favorite game? Fortnite?
I'm playing Warzone recently, yeah.
You play rock, paper, scissors as if you're playing Warzone.
Okay, so I just don't do anything.
You guys should play each other right now. Play each other right now.
Warm
Warm up.
in the corner
Warm up.
and don't move. Okay, you want to go?
I don't know how to play. See?
Okay.
But if I was to play, I would play it as if I'm playing John Madden on PS5. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
See, I would have a play in my
Do
head.
you like the new Madden? I don't like it.
Love it. I love it. I
Really?
think it's more. Yeah, I like it. Of course, the PS4 version is nice, but I do like the change, and I do like learning something different.
It's too realistic. The movements are they've tried to refine it. I kind of liked it when it was just guys would run straight line, take a hard right, then run a straight line again. I like it realistic, bro. You know what? It's so real. That PS5 version of Madden is so real. I got injured last week playing that shit. You feel me? I fucking got injured, bro. I was out for 5 weeks. That's you got. It better be real. It better be realistic. That game is great. Now, if you can apply that concept of stopping someone, of playing offensive moves, of running that ball, play action, setting the pass up, kicking field goals, all the things that apply to football, to rock, paper, scissors. Okay, your ass can't be beat. You can't be beat.
All right, I'm ready to run through a brick wall.
Wait, who's your team? Who do you play with in Madden?
You know what? I'm in a league right now. A lot of times, a lot of your teams get taken. People already have them. So right now, I'm playing with the Panthers.
Okay.
I like McCaffrey.
Yeah.
I call him. He got some quick ass feet. I like him because I can woo. I can dip a little bit. Hit that sideline. I'm gone. I'm ghost. I'm fucking ghost. But I do love using. No, I like using teams that with the league you're building your team. So your teams don't remain the same forever.
Right.
You kind of build your teams. You ride through them. Your people retire. People you trade in. you're doing the draft. We do the whole thing. So right now I'm using the Panthers. Right now I'm having pretty good success.
So are you going to do the roster update and get Sam Darnold on the team?
You know what? We are updating our roster right now, but majority of the time we as the trades happen, we update everything. So yeah, Sam Darnold will be, and I'm a Jet fan, so Sam Darnold will be on the Panthers. You know what I mean? So, but we'll see what happens. What happens, man?
As a Jets fan, how do you feel about that? Are you excited about finally getting to move on, maybe taking Zach Wilson for like second overall?
I'm excited. I'm just not a big fan of restarts all the time. You know what I mean? No, it's kind of like you kicking somebody's ass and online, and every time it just annoys the shit out of me when you're kicking somebody's ass in Madden. There's some random person in the world, online, and you're kicking their ass like 42-3, and you the whole time you're scoring, you're saying, "Oh, he's going to turn this shit off in a minute." Oh yeah. He's going to turn this shit off in a minute. Oh, he's going to quit in a minute. Mm-hmm. The whole time you're playing, this guy's going to quit. Every touchdown, you're saying, okay, he's going to quit this time. If I stop him one more time, he's going to quit. And that's what's going on. See, sometimes life gets in the way, and you got to quit sometimes. But see, you got to have the patience to understand that you're about to restart. They just got to understand that we're about to restart again. Learn a new player. Players got to learn the players. Players got to learn each other. Players got to learn their timing. All the things that come with restarting it's like starting a new relationship. You get a new lady. You got to learn her rhythm. You got to learn her little spots. She's like to be touched at. You got to learn how to hold her hand. Hell, you got to learn. Have you ever started dating a new girl and you used to put your hand around your waist and walking, and that shit is disjointed? Like you can't get your rhythm with the way how fast she walking compared to how fast your previous lady was walking. And now you all off. You clumsy as hell. You tripping. You tripping now because you don't know how to walk with her. Y'all are not in sync yet. You gotta learn how she. You gotta learn how she walk. You gotta learn how she make love. You gotta. She make her food different. Everything tastes different. All the food different. And when you go to a restaurant, she order different. She complains different. Man, everything changes. Right now, they're just about to get into another relationship with another quarterback, and they gotta learn this person. They got to put their hand around this new quarterback's waist and walk with them and make sure their fucking feet don't tangle up together and they fucking fall on their goddamn face.
Right, but was the sex really that great with Adam Gase to begin with? Like, I feel like you got to learn something else, but you were in an abusive relationship right before, right?
It's all about what kind of relationship you are trying to have with said person. And every relationship don't work, man. Some things just don't work. And sometimes it don't work from the get-go. But guess what? Sometimes you stay there. Sometimes you stay in that relationship too long. You stay too fucking long.
Yeah.
And now you're tainted. Now everybody else in your circle, all your fans, everybody who watch these games, now they're all frustrated. Everybody's tainted now. Now nobody trusts you. They don't know where we're gonna go right now. Now we gotta start all over again. Of course, you gotta start back over at some point because no relationship lasts forever. Some don't last forever. Some do. But some don't last forever. You got to have the right situation. You got to satisfy so many people. And because we are all a product of the route we have already taken. So, you know how the Jet fans, and someone uttered one day, same old Jets. Somebody did that one day.
Yeah.
And now people can't stop saying it. You know why? Because somebody said that shit. Somebody said it. And now they can't stop saying it. It can't unsay it.
Yeah.
Now, every time something happens, we're thinking, okay, let's see what happens. Let's see what we're gonna do now. You know what I mean? And I'm in that little window right there. You gotta love your team. You gotta support your team. But now I don't know if I got nervous energy now or if I got anticipation as to what is waiting for us on the horizon. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do now?
You're buzzing though.
I know what. Yeah,
that's the fun part. That's the fun part, being like, who's this next guy going to be? He might be incredible.
Yeah, but here's the thing. He might be incredible, but young people cannot learn from young people. You understand?
That's a good quote.
They cannot learn from young people. People got to learn from players got to learn from players who've done it, who's won a championship before, who's done something amazing where you can be inspired to do the same damn thing. And we all have a certain timeline. You are living in your timeline, and you are living in your timeline right now. And I'm just hoping in my timeline I get a chance to see these damn Jets do something amazing. I'm waiting for it. I wanna see it. I want to see it happen.
Yes.
In my timeline. You understand?
This is a little misdirection, but are you going to be in season 11 of Curb Your Enthusiasm?
Let me tell you something right now, man. As I speak, right, I'm off today, but as I speak, they are shooting episodes today.
Oh,
I worked yesterday, so yes, we are having a great time already, and it's going to be amazing as always, man. You know how we do.
What's LD's mood at right now? Is he excited about this? Because I've read articles where he loves doing it, but he also kind of dreads doing it.
I think it's one of those things where I think that's with anything, man. I think you anticipate what's coming. You know what you do well, and you want to give people exactly what they love about you, about the show, and you want to be consistent with it. You know what I mean? And that applies to Curb Enthusiasm, and also applies to sports and anything else you can think of. You need consistency.
Mm-hmm.
You want people to. I can't wait to see what we put on the field, and that's what we are. I can't. Hey, I'm there. I'm there working, and I can't wait for you to see what we put on the field. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the way I put it in, because I think Larry puts an amazing team of people on the show. And I can't wait for you guys to see what's going to happen, man. Because if you're a true Curb fan and follow the show religiously, man, you actually know what to expect. And one thing about Curb is the show is very consistent in tackling anything and everything that unnerves us. It's cringeworthy. Cringeworthy is a good word for it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think people love to cringe and love Larry's take on the world, and we're just a part of it, man.
Yeah.
What's the
I'm
vibe
so
like
happy to be a part of the show
on set? Because I know that you go into each scene. I think you shared this with us last time. You have a direction you want to go. You got certain main points that you want to hit, and you want to get from point A to point B. Do as much funny stuff as you can in between. See where that takes you. Is there somebody that is like I don't want to say the Jimmy Fallon of that set, but somebody who can't keep it together as much as everybody else, that you have to stop a lot because that person keeps laughing?
Larry's the king. Larry's the ultimate king of giggles. You kind of catch him on his heels a little bit. The right side of his mouth goes up in the air a little bit, and he's like, and you got him on his heels. He's number one. He's number one on the list of giggles.
When you see that, though, when you see his mouth start to bend up, is that like for you, or do you smell blood in the water? Are you like, I'm going to go harder at this?
As a comedian, stand-up comedian, I smell blood. A lot of people want to make you laugh. I want to make a snot bubble come out your goddamn nose. You know what I mean? And to me, the snot bubble is the ultimate for a comedian. A snot bubble, wet your pants, that kind of stuff. That's the ultimate. A good old snot bubble.
Have you ever made anybody piss their pants?
Of course I did.
Yeah,
I did a show one time in Tampa, Florida, and this lady came up to me after the show. She had a coat on, like a trench coat, and she said, "Look what you made me do." And opened her coat up, and her outfit was wet.
Are you sure that was piss, or was she just trying to see you after the show?
No, that was piss, man. She was embarrassed. She showed me what was going on, and she walked away. She said, "Oh my God, I can't believe I did this." But that's what we do. That's a comedian would mark that down as an accomplishment. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
That's an accomplishment. I mean, somebody pissed their pants. People say it all the time. But to actually see it for itself. People sometimes they'll over exaggerate and say, "I made someone piss their pants. I killed this crowd." Standing ovation. Everybody pissed in their pants. Bust a gut. People say bust a gut all the time. But you don't see people walk out with guts hanging out their goddamn over their belt and shit.
I like how you say piss their pants. I don't know. Something
Piss
about
their
it.
pants.
Yeah.
You pissed their pants.
The pants. Yeah.
There's something about it. All right. So I had one last question, JB. This has been awesome. So you have the new podcast coming out. You're going to be giving people advice, inspiration every single day. What's the plan for it? Is it once a week, and is it just like you're going to sit down and just let it go?
Yeah, this is called May I Elaborate, which is what I love to do. You know I love to elaborate. I'm an elaborator. So it's called May I Elaborate. It's going to be a daily podcast show. It's part of Team Coco. This is going to be so fun, man. What I do is I take positive affirmations and I explode them. I give people, because a lot of times when you read these affirmations, you're confused as to what they actually mean and how do they apply to my life exactly. You know, please, people want inspiration. They want to be, enlightened by someone. And there's no one better to enlighten your ass than me. I take that affirmation. I take that Zen moment. I take that, these amazing quotes and I explode them. I blow them up. I elaborate on them. I give you clarity for you to continue your beautiful day. You tune in to be motivated. And there's no one better at motivating someone than JB Smoove. I motivate the shit out of you. A lot of people shake shit out of you. I shake shit into you.
Woo! Whoa!
I like it.
Put it on a quote board.
Take it all. Shake that shit into your ass. That's what people need sometimes.
People
always want to shake shit out of you. I want to shake shit into you.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yes.
And it's gonna be so fun, man. It's myself and my good friend and writing partner Miles. And we just, it's simple. It's in the simplest form. You want to hear things in the simplest form. It allows you to digest it, man. I allow you to digest what the fuck I'm talking about. And I keep it 100. People say they keep it 100. I keep it 150. I keep it real with you. I know exactly where you are. I know we are dealing with trying times right now. And sometimes you need somebody to help your ass out.
Yeah.
That's great. I think you just motivated us to listen to the podcast.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun shit, bro. I promise you it's fun.
Yeah.
And you guys are going to enjoy it, man. And it's, sometimes you need a little morsel. Sometimes you don't need a full bite. You just need a little morsel sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Woo!
I love it.
If I apply that shit to sports, I say sometimes you need a first down here and there.
Woo! Yeah.
Shit.
Just move the chains.
You need a first down. Sometimes you need a fucking first down sometimes. Sometimes it ain't about scoring sometimes. Sometimes, as long as they don't score on you, they can't beat you.
Yeah.
Shit.
Love it.
Don't get me started. Don't get me started.
Love it.
Get me started.
All right. Well, JB, thank you so much. Everyone go subscribe. We're going to drop this the week that your new podcast launches, so go check it out. May I Elaborate? Daily Wisdom from JB Smoove. Always a pleasure, man. And hopefully we can do this again in person next time.
Hey, man, we will do this in person. Don't see. You fucking up again.
Oh, I did.
You said hopefully.
Fucked up, big cat.
Don't
confuse his timeline.
Your timeline is all you're overlapping shit, bro.
I know.
Don't use the word hopefully. We will do this in person again very soon.
Hey, you know what?
We're gonna say that to the universe.
I already saw you in the future.
Yeah.
I'll see you again soon.
I'm still tired in the future.
Fucking right. You're fucking right. Hey, level out, baby. Level out.
I'm gonna level out. Next time we see you. I love it.
You know what I'm going to do? Next time we hang out in person, we should drink a shitload of water beforehand. And you have to. The interview's not over till you make us piss
our pants.
Yeah.
Woo! Or bust our guts.
Hey.
I'll
go.
cut my stomach just a little bit.
Like seppuku,
see if you can laugh
like
it so that I just all my guts come out.
You damn right. You better be prepared, man. I'm gonna make them guts fly all out, and you're gonna wet your pants at the same time. Both, baby, both.
Yes.
All right, love it, man.
All right, thanks so much, JB.
Love you guys, man. Be safe out there, man. We'll do this real soon.
Yes, absolutely. See you, man. Thank you so much.
Later. Let's go, Jets.
There you go. Learn your new woman.
You better.
JB Smoove was brought to you by our great friends at Shady Rays. I'm rocking my Shady Rays right now. Spring weather and longer days are here to stay, which is why you need the official shades of Pardon My Take. They're Shady Rays. Whether you're one of the thousands who rock their shades daily, or if you're new to the brand, you don't want to miss this epic deal. Kicking off spring season with a holiday-level deal for Pardon My Take listeners. Go to shadyrays.com, use promo code PMT35, PMT35, get 35% off your entire order. You can pick the styles that fit your needs. Stock up on high-quality polarized shades for those trips to the lake or a much-needed extended vacation. Shady Rays are great sunglasses. It is now the time of year where you need to start thinking about your sunglasses collection for the summer. Shady Rays deliver you great sunglasses, best warranty in the business, and they're not super expensive either, especially with the deal PMT35. Get 35% off your entire order. You need to be stocking up on sunglasses right now. You're going to lose sunglasses at some point this summer. Spoiler alert, you will lose them. With Shady Rays, if you lose them or if you break them for whatever reason, they're going to send you a new pair. It's the best warranty in the business. Get a couple pairs right now. You can also try their blue light glasses. It's their hottest new collection. They've got the PMT fan favorite style, the classic timber with blue light blocking lenses for the indoors and the outdoors. Again, I'm wearing my Shady Rays now. I wear them on the daily. Every single day I'm wearing Shady Rays sunglasses, and summer's here. You need to protect yourself from the sun. Don't be out there. Don't be caught out without sunglasses on a bright day. So get Shady Rays. Get their year-round lost and broken replacement warranty. One of the best warranties. Again, if you lose them or if you break them for any reason, they're going to replace them with a brand new pair. Brand new pair. It's almost like they never left your face. So stock up right now. Use promo code PMT35 when you go to ShadyRays.com. ShadyRays.com. Use promo code PMT35. Get 35% off your entire order. You can grab a pair of polarized shades for as low as $31 when you use that code. $31, and they're great sunglasses. Redeemable only at ShadyRays.com, where you can find their newest and their best selection. Now here he is, NFL Draft Senior Analyst Stephen Cheah.
Okay, we now welcome on first-time guest, one of our best friends in the entire world. It is, what is your senior draft analyst for Barstool Sports?
Yes.
I thought you were a draft associate. Did I screw that up?
No, he got promoted, but everyone else got promoted ahead of him. So
Okay.
he has 7 bosses.
But you were a one-time draft associate.
Yes.
I was a one-time junior draft analyst. I was demoted last year after a fiasco during the NFL draft that we did, the stream, in which I got a bad tip and went with it on air.
Oh, wow.
TV
So you're
Land
blaming
Super.
your sources. All right. So that show will be back on Thursday. It is Stephen Cheah. Make sure you check him out. He also has a great podcast called the Surf and Turf Podcast. Go download it with Joey Molinaro and Willie Colon. I still don't know why it's called Surf and Turf. But
not.
What's it called now?
The Going Deep podcast.
Going deep. What does that mean?
Like going
Is
deep
it
for a
sex
pass.
thing? Yeah, sex.
Ooh. You really are a student of Bruce Arians.
Wait.
Exactly, yeah.
There's no
Triple
double
offense.
entendre there. Like it's not also that you're going deep on a subject.
No.
It's just about a pass.
Well, yeah, it is going deep on a subject. Like the interviews are longer form, so yes, they're like 30, 40 minute interviews.
I was hoping it was just about like going deep on a pass.
No,
That's
it's
what you named the
yeah,
podcast after.
I mean, that's what the logo is.
I mean, the first iteration was Surf and Turf, which still no one has ever given me an answer what that fucking meant. All right, so Stephen is going to. We have Daniel Jeremiah, who is Stephen Cheah's. Would you say he's your hero?
One of my professional idols, yes.
Okay, all right, professional idols. Are we professional idols of yours?
I consider you guys coworkers. I mean, I work at Barstool Sports.
Oh
right,
wow!
damn. All right,
that's a little presumptuous.
Okay, that's
Actually,
For people
can
watching
I-
on video, the bench press behind you, I assembled with my bare hands.
That's true.
you're
Yes.
You're welcome.
You're a draft expert. I think you know more about draft experts than anybody else at this company. If you
Yes.
had a big board, give me your top 4, your big board of draft experts.
Big board of draft experts or draft prospects?
Draft experts.
Okay. Does this include like kind of retired guys? Because
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, no.
Okay,
Do 4 and then do a 5th for maybe a retired
A contributor to the draft
emeritus
expert community.
If you
Okay. Number one's got to be DJ Daniel Jeremiah. I mean, he does this year round. He was actually the first podcast that I got into.
will. By the way,
Now-
he's not DJ. Like
DJ,
wait,
yeah. Daniel Jeremiah.
Peggy texted us, or who's one of our
She's
workers. She's the best.
our greatest booker.
Yeah, her
Incredible
greatest
talent booker,
booker.
Peggy, the best.
We're gonna buy her a bag, but Peggy texted us, is like, "Hey, you got DJ next week?" I was like, "We got Dustin Johnson." And she's like, "No, Daniel Jeremiah." I was like, "That's not DJ."
That 100% is DJ.
No, okay.
You're completely outing yourself as a non-football guy. You don't
Wow. Okay. Well, no, I'm a football guy. I'm
What are
not
we
a draft
talking about?
guy. All right. DJ's number 1.
Yep. DJ number. So character-wise, Kuiper is probably number 1, but like content-wise, DJ is above him. DJ puts out stuff year-round. Kuiper is awesome from January through April, and he's such a character. I mean, you know, talking with McShay, one of the more shocking facts you guys didn't bring up. He goes through a lazy boy recliner every 1 to 2 years, consistently.
His brain is a draft. The anecdote that I saw floating around this week is that he still watches old shows, but at the correct time slot. So he watches the show Dallas, but he'll watch it at 8:00 on like Tuesdays, whenever Dallas 30 years ago used to air. That's how like detail oriented in his mind is a draft, where he can't deviate. Like, oh, I can't watch this show. It's like I can't watch the show at 10:00. That's not when it aired.
How do you go through a lazy boy a year? How do you sit
That's
that
just hard
hard?
sitting.
I don't know. It's a Kuiperism.
It also could easily be explained that the man who rips cheese off his pizza, eats a pumpkin pie every morning, and also has like a mashed potatoes addiction, probably has some spills.
Yeah, that's true. It might not be that he like goes through a lazy boy a year. He just knows that it's time to replace. His wife
he said
replaces
they break.
his lazy boy once a year.
They break, and he's not like a heavy guy.
Wait,
No,
he
he's just-
breaks
he's-
one a year?
He's just living
Yes.
hard. He's sitting hard. I actually respect that. Do everything 100%.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. I would say those are like pretty clearly the top two. Number 3 might be a guy you might be less familiar with, but Dane Brugler. So
Okay.
Dane Brugler works for The Athletic. He puts out a draft guide every year called The Beast. It's like 250 to 300 pages every single year. It's basically every prospect that
say
is
no more.
draftable.
Say no more. He named his draft the Beast.
Yeah.
He's obviously up there.
Yep. And then number 4, it's tough because I love McShay. He's a friend of the program.
But
So some listeners may remember me from a couple years ago. You guys brought me on for a McShay interview, and I kind of grilled him because I do listen to his podcast, the First Draft Podcast with Kuiper, and I gave him some shit about it because he taped a podcast like on the side of the road once. This year he's had a lot, and I texted you yesterday. He was a very lucky guy that I had my kid last week and was not in the office because I would have given a lot of guff to this guy.
Oh, it would have been guff?
Podcast, he's shown up very late for audio issues. I mean, Todd's got to get it together. So Todd's actually going to fall out of my top 4 because of that.
You guffed him.
wow.
Yep, we're going to go with a newcomer, Matt Miller, who's at ESPN as well. He's very great, very thorough. He used to be a
Newcomer. I mean, he's been doing this for like 10, 12 years.
newcomer to like the mainstream.
The mainstream. Matt Miller also gets dinged a little. I like Matt Miller a lot. I've been following him for a long time. He gets dinged, though, because he did have that take about Edelman being a Hall of Famer and then just combined Edelman and Welker's careers. He was like,
Right.
Edelman was Brady's go-to for 11 straight years.
That's fair.
He also gets dinged by Marcus Spears basically on the daily on Get Up. Everything that he says, Marcus Spears just puts him in a
Dunks on
locker.
him.
Yeah.
All right, and then your emeritus or maybe even in memoriam draft,
I mean,
guy?
Mike Mayock.
Mike Mayock.
Mike Mayock, the greatest, would put out one mock draft every year, and it'd be the day before the draft. Absolute best. He's not doing it anymore because he's with the Raiders as the GM. But Daniel Jeremiah's picked this up every year. There is a media call where the guys will host a call with local media. So whatever, Detroit Free Press, Pittsburgh Gazette, Post Gazette, etc. And all these reporters will call in and ask questions about their specific teams. Daniel Jeremiah is great. He's continued the tradition, does it for about an hour. Mayock's for like 3 hours. Must listen stuff. I listened to it several times just to make sure I had all my points. But one of my favorite listens, could not find it on the internet. Like you had to go to like a very weird streaming service or like a web page that basically you couldn't download it. You'd have to listen to it straight through. And if your page refreshed or anything, you were screwed. So I'm glad they fixed that. They now put it on the Move the Sticks feed. But
okay. So for people who don't understand Stephen Cheah, everything that he says is 100% serious. There is no bit. There's no joke. So when he says like Mayock conference call day was one of the best days of his calendar year, it's real. It's very real.
Yes, definitely.
Did you ever get a chance to ask him a question?
Yes. So the 2010 draft was at Radio City Music Hall. I attended the NFL draft from 2005 to 2011 every single year. It was the year that Gerald McCoy and Ndamukong Suh, Sam Bradford at number 1, they were kind of the 1-2. The Bucs had the 3 pick. I'm a Bucs fan, Super Bowl champs, not a big deal. So I asked it. The first round, it was when it was the first round only in prime time, so they just moved it there. And I saw him, and he was like kind of walking back, in an area with common people, and he was famous, but he wasn't like as famous as he is now. He's very famous to me. He's not that famous to most people.
I also
So
liked it. Just to interrupt real quick, I like this story. Like, you're pretending like you saw him at an airport. You saw him at the draft where he was working.
Yeah.
You're like, I saw him at the draft.
I like how he calls like everybody who's not Mike Mayock common people.
Yeah.
Everybody
plebes.
else and then Mike.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. So he was one of the few guys that had Gerald McCoy over Ndamukong Suh after Suh had a dominant college season. So I wanted to ask, as a Bucks fan, hey, can you kind of talk to me about this more? Why do you like McCoy over Suh? End of the night, it's probably 11:30 at night. Everyone's tired. He had been talking all day. He goes, all right, yeah, no problem. He's like, you know what? My hotel's like 10 minutes from here. Just walk with me. I was in the city at the time. Great. Mike Mayock walked and talked with me for 10 minutes through New York City, just me and my friend. Incredible experience. Never forget it. Nicest guy.
Wow.
Oh
Did he
my
invite you
God.
upstairs?
No, it was,
Was
like
there-
have a great show tomorrow. Nice job. Thanks so much for talking to me.
Was there like a
Or-
moment where it's
or-
like, am I going to kiss Mike Mayock?
No, never.
Not even a second. Did you lock eyes for a second?
No, but I mean, we were walking and talking next to each other. Pure draft.
Right. So
Incredible
you
experience.
guys hit it off. Let's say Mike Mayock, he initiates. He leans in when he gets back to his hotel. Do you kiss him back?
No, absolutely not.
Okay, absolutely not. Okay, all right. All right. So, Steven, your draft credentials are there. Seven straight years of going to the draft,
I believe so.
So-
05 to 11, yeah.
and you were one of the weirdos who sat out front, like waiting
Oh,
to get
yeah.
in.
That was maybe the best day of the year because in New York, it used to be, well, I think the draft still is, it's free. But when it was at Radio City, I went to the first years at the Javits Center, I believe, and then it was at Radio City thereafter. Late April, every weirdo that loves a team flies to New York
Yep.
wearing their team jerseys
Yep.
late April. You just want to talk ball with other people. Absolute best.
That's-
You'd wait out there from like 6 p.m. till sometimes they didn't give out wristbands till like 6 a.m., but you just be talking draft, talking football with a bunch of other hardcore football fans. Absolute best.
It is the funniest scene. I went and did a man on the street 2 years in a row when it was in Chicago, and it is like every guy you've ever seen in a stadium who wears the oversized ring helmet. Every guy who
Yep.
the super fans that are kind of pseudo celebrities.
Oh,
they
yeah.
all hang out and they all know each other, and it's very funny to watch.
Oh, yeah. And then, you're standing on line, you see, a Cowboys fan come. The whole line boos. It's kind of a fun event.
God damn it, this is just genuine fun. All right, so we're going to do our top 10. Daniel Jeremiah, DJ, sent us, if you remember 2 weeks ago we had him on, he said that he had a list of old draft terms that he would use in the scouting department in the war room. So we said, can you send it to us, because that's hilarious. And he sent it to us. We all have it. What we're going to do is PFT and I are going to do a top 10 picks of the terms. So it's basically PFT and I are like in our own war room. We're going to pick a term, and then you're going to give us the player that coincides with that term, the player that best is used to describe that term in this year's draft. So let's do it. What was it? We had a unanimous.
We had a unanimous number one.
Yes, you go
it's
ahead.
Devontae Mack no matter what. It's
Dun,
one,
dun, 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 dun.
one pop daddy.
The one pop daddy. Okay, so that's going to be an offensive lineman typically. That's going to get his hands on you, and it's over. Now, in the modern day NFL, you talk, or I guess not modern day, but like Larry Allen would be a one pop daddy. In this draft class, I would say Tevin Jenkins out of Oklahoma State. He is a big time blocker. He finishes everybody, but when he gets his hands on you, it's over. So Tevin Jenkins, one pop daddy.
Steven, do you ever get uncomfortable referring to like 19-year-old kids as being daddies?
No, no, not in this town. When we're talking football, it's everything's kind of off limits.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Yeah, this is a normal world in here. All right. At number 2, so we haven't discussed this, but we'll discuss it on the side here, Steven. So no cheating off this. I think we should go. I just love Dumpy.
Dumpy's good. Dumpy's
Yeah,
good.
because it's
The only
just such
thing
a hurtful thing to say about someone.
I feel like we both know what Dumpy is.
Yes.
Like Brandon Walker.
Yes.
That's what I think.
No,
of.
he's at the gym now.
That's right.
Yeah.
Let's
Let's go.
we
All
can
right.
go
All right. Our number 2 pick is going to be Dumpy.
Okay, so this is he's going to be a target for like a lot of this stuff, but he played right tackle at Michigan. Jalen Mayfield. He's probably going to move inside to guard because his arms aren't really a required size to play on the outside.
What's the required
But
size?
He's your classic like bad body guy, but he's a better football player. So in the off-season circuit where everyone's testing and they got their shirts off, like a perfect example of this with dumping is like Andre Smith, the tackle for the Bengals, who went like 6th overall. He ran the 40 with his shirt off, and just kind of had his man boobs flopping everywhere. That's kind of what you're going to see. So Jalen Mayfield, dumpy. He could be a couple of terms, unfortunately.
What would you like to see out of your arm size for your offensive lineman? Do you have a number? Like, is it similar to the hand size for quarterbacks?
Oh, yeah. All this stuff has numbers. So, like, all the testing, there is, like, a baseline group that you're going to want to be in. Like, if a corner, and it varies by position. So, like, wide receiver hand size is different than quarterback hand size.
Right.
40s are different. As far as offensive tackles, arm size, you're going to want to see 34 inches and above. I believe Mayfield's like 32 and change. So that kind of limits him. Elijah Vera Tucker is a good one, who played guard at USC and then moved to tackle this past season. Played very well, but his arms, I think, are 32 and an eighth. So that kind of restricts him, and you're probably going to figure he's going to kick inside the guard.
But what if you got wide shoulders? Don't those inches like make up on the inside sometimes?
No, because most of the times you're going against edge rushers that are going to be in the 34 and above range. When we're talking, such close quarters, an inch, 2 inches makes a lot of difference. So if an edge rusher can get his hands inside much easier than you're able to block that, that's a problem.
Okay. So, all right, next up.
I've got a couple I'm looking at here.
Throw them. I've circled a few as well.
So I've got card-carrying coward.
Okay, I like that.
I think I know what it means, but I want to know what the card-carrying part of the coward means. And then I've got we haven't made our decision.
Yeah, we haven't made our decision yet.
Thin pegs.
Thin pegs. Although let's hold on to thin pegs because I think I know who that would be. Devontae Smith.
Yeah.
All right, let's do that. Sink that ass is the other one that I just like because it seems like something that you would do. That you would do like at the Jersey Shore.
Yeah, back it up.
All right, so let's do card carrying coward.
With the third pick in the term draft, we select card carrying coward.
So card carrying coward's kind of a tough one. What it means is that it's a player that doesn't have a lot of courage. So typically you're going to see this in like the cornerback position, guys that necessarily don't like to tackle. Historically, and he'll debate this. So you can look at kind of one of our coworkers as not necessarily, I don't believe in this. I don't believe that he was, but a lot of people will say he's not like a tackling guy, which is Deion Sanders. Again, I don't believe that for the record. He has disputed that, but that's a term where if you're looking at a cover corner specifically, and they don't really, mix it up or get in the pile a lot, that is what you would kind of term a card-carrying coward. There aren't a lot of guys in this draft that are going to be, people that are going to know. These are going to be very late round guys, if any. But card-carrying coward's kind of a tough one because we're going to look at a corner that really doesn't like to mix it up, and those guys don't get drafted a lot.
Now, is that always like a cornerback, a defensive player, or could a triple C be a wide receiver like a Ted Ginn that loves the sideline?
Yeah, I mean, you could certainly use that term for a receiver that gets out of bounds, like Marvin Harrison. Technically, could be like a card carrying.
I would not call Marvin Harrison a coward if I were you, Steven.
He'll shoot you.
You're going to be deader than Jimmy Garoppolo.
Mm-hmm.
I should clarify when I'm speaking. I'm speaking only within the white lines.
So we will. You don't have anyone in the draft, so we'll just put Deion Sanders next to this, and we'll just make it clear that Stephen Cheah said that. All right, next up. Next up. How about? All right, do you want to do sink that ass? The other one I really like is just sand.
Let's do sand. I feel like sink that ass will still be on the board in a couple picks.
So sand.
Sure. So sand refers to like weight. It's very hard to move a lot of sand. So if a guy needs more sand in his ass or in his backside, they need a little bit more weight. They have a little bit of a more flat ass. These are going to refer to typically like offensive or defensive linemen. Sand, as far as this draft class, I would say let's go like Liam Eichenberg, the left tackle.
I was about to say that. Yeah.
He was the guy,
the Sandman.
He's I think like 305. Could use a little bit more weight, especially in the bottom half. That's a guy who could use a little bit more sand.
Okay.
So that's actually an example of somebody that doesn't have sand.
That's what the term it refers to is sand. They typically need more.
You use it in the pejorative.
Got it. Okay.
If you have what would be called too much sand, then you're talking like bubble or like a big ass. That's what that would refer
Like
to.
Booth. Like Booth from the Giants was the ultimate Sandman.
Sure.
Biggest ass in the league.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. This is a fifth pick. Fifth pick.
What about Red Star?
I like that.
Red Star,
Do
is that?
it.
I'm gonna like wait. Let's try to figure out what it is before he gives it. What do you think Red Star is? I think
like cap.
maybe
Where's it?
maybe always injured. It might be like from a video game if there's a red star next to somebody.
Where is it? Under what?
It's under.
Competitiveness? No.
Where's Red Star?
I like just there's one that's just fraud.
Yeah, it's right underneath fraud.
Okay.
It's underneath fraud and fake tough. Oh, is it a communist?
No, I think it's someone who
Is he communist?
Red Star. Yeah, it might be.
All
Like
right.
a yellow belly.
Yeah, Steven, Red Star.
Sure. So Red Star is every team has a bunch of under the GM. There's the director of player personnel, director of college scouting, et cetera, and there's a bunch of area scouts. Everybody has a Red Star, so that is a guy that they're basically staking their reputation on. Like, this is my guy. I am sure he's going to do good. DJ, for example. So I don't know if that's a term that everyone uses, but DJ's talked about it a lot on his podcast. His Red Star guy is linebacker out of Kentucky, Jamie Davis. That's a guy. It's like, this guy's not going to bust. I know that this guy is legit. He's a guy we should draft on our team. I am fully vouching for this guy. I have one Red Star.
Okay,
He's my Red Star.
I call it the stand on the table guy. That's how when I was coming up. Well, the Red Star thing seems kind of new. In my day, it was like Kyle Shanahan stood on the table for Matt Schaub.
Yep.
Wait, so give us Stephen Cheah's Red Star.
Red Star guy. I mean, we have a bunch of like kind of short things in this draft.
No. I want Stephen Cheah's Red Star.
Okay, my Red Star guy, honestly, Justin Fields. I think everyone's overthinking Justin Fields. The fact that he's not going to be a top 3 quarterback. If you want a little bit deeper than that, if we want a little bit outside the top 10, Rashad Bateman, wide receiver out of Minnesota. I just, everybody looks at the size, speed measurables and things like that. He's just a guy that separation as far as route running, catching over the middle stuff, he's going to translate instantly. So he's probably going to be a second round guy, maybe a late first, but Rashad Bateman outside of, Justin Fields would be my Red Star guy.
Got it. Okay, good one.
Wait, is that your Mel Kiper? Like, if he doesn't turn out to be a Pro Bowler, you have to quit, right? That's what Mel Kiper did with Jimmy Clausen?
Well, we'll just demote him again.
Fair. But I also have my take that Devontae Smith is not going to be a top 10 pick, which is now, as of an hour ago, in the Barstool Sportsbook in Illinois and Michigan.
Okay. I don't think he's going to be a top 10 either. I'm on the record as saying that. You want to just do it? You want to explain your Devontae Smith take, and we'll just go with what was it? What was he? There's
a lot of terms that Devontae Smith could be in here.
Oh wow.
Thin pegs.
Thin pegs. So I assume.
Pegs.
Yeah.
Yep. So Devontae Smith is a guy who during the season was listed at 6 feet and a half, 175 pounds. He weighed in officially a couple weeks ago at 166 pounds. I had the take during the national championship, which I get is kind of a wet blanket move. Right after his second touchdown, before his third touchdown in the first half, something to the tune of, I think Devontae Smith is going to be awesome, but I cannot see a team spending a top 10 pick on a 175-pound wide receiver. Yeah. And I got crushed. Absolutely crushed. Everyone was calling me an idiot. I have all the tweets saved. But the fact of the matter is, the past 5 years, there has been one draft where there has been a wide receiver taken in the top 10. Additionally, he is not like a height, weight, speed guy. He's not like a Hercules type guy. When you look at top 10 wide receiver draft picks, you're talking about Andre Johnson, Calvin Johnson, Larry Fitzgerald, guys that are huge, guys that are also very fast. Devontae Smith is very good. He deserved to win the Heisman. Incredible season. But as far as drafting, you're drafting traits over production. A great example of that is a guy out of Penn State, Jason Oweh, who had 0 sacks this year and is probably going to be a first rounder or a high second rounder. I mean, teams draft traits over productions, trust their coaching staff to maximize that. So you can't just be like, okay, he won the Heisman Trophy. He's a lock, top 10 pick. He's great. Not everything's going to translate to the NFL. I do, for the record, think he will be a very good player. He's just such a natural. But his body type does not make sense as far as what teams look for, especially with a top 10 pick.
Counterpoint, I think that we've kind of shifted a little where teams are now being a little bit more outside the box. I actually saw an anecdote Someone shared it that in the Seahawks war room the year they drafted Russell Wilson, they basically just sat there and they're like, does anyone have anything they don't like about Russell Wilson besides his height? And no one could come up with anything. They were like, no, like everything else we love. So I feel like Devontae Smith, and he might not go top 10, but it's a similar conversation where, is there anything you don't like about him besides his weight? And I don't think there is.
The problem is not necessarily his weight, because like he was listed at 175. He had several months to gain weight and puff up. He got to 166. So he was several pounds below that. There's another guy, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, the linebacker out of Notre Dame, who was a similar thing, rumored to be playing in like the 200 to 201 pound range. He weighed in at
200, 201
so,
pounds.
Yeah, that's a huge range.
Well, I'm just saying, like, he's weighing in at like basically my weight playing linebacker. That is very tough to sustain as far as injury wise. Now, he had some time, got up to 221, which is still light for a linebacker, but it's like, okay, at least this guy can put on weight. Devontae Smith just does not have the frame. And I think Chris Sims argued it. He does not have the frame to add more weight because he had several months to do so and still couldn't do it. So I don't see how he gets into an NFL program and then all of a sudden gets to like 185 or 190. Like,
he just needs more sand.
Time.
He needs sand.
He's at Alabama.
Chris Sims, I think, had him going 6th, though, to the Dolphins.
Yeah, I've actually seen a few people that have him in the top 10.
Yeah, so I mean, part of my take was that I had 5 quarterbacks going in the top 10, and then the bottom 3 teams in the top 10, which were Carolina, Denver, and Dallas, all drafted receivers pretty high recently. Carolina has 2 very good picks. DJ Moore not super recent, but I just didn't really see it. Now, if Miami trades down, that could certainly change things, and Devontae Smith certainly does have a chance. 7 is a maybe problem spot for the Lions, because at the time I thought they were going to franchise Kenny Galladay. They did not, so they do have a need there. But Dan Campbell, a guy talking about biting guys' kneecaps off, with his first overall pick, is he going to draft a 166-pound wide receiver? That doesn't make sense.
Well, he plays bigger than his weight. That's the thing about him. Yeah, he is small, but I mean, he's probably the toughest. If you're going to be 166 pounds
sure,
and you're going to win the Heisman Trophy, you're probably the toughest 166-pound person in college football. So
yeah, I mean, he plays on special teams. He's been a gunner, so he's definitely tough. He run blocks, so I do like him as a player. I just don't see him being a top 10 pick.
So you were talking about how you had this take when you were watching the national title game in between touchdowns 2 and 3 that he wasn't going to be a top 10 pick. Is that what your brain is like all the time? Like when you're watching the national championship, a fun football game, a college football game, your brain is just thinking like, how do these guys project at the next level?
Of course.
So for people who don't know, Stephen Cheah, his team, he is a diehard Bucs fan. He loves the Bucs. He's obsessed with the Bucs. He had a mock draft out 12 hours after the Bucs won the Super Bowl.
Correct.
Okay.
I mean, the Bucs have been bad for a very long time, and I've been so into the draft that it just made sense that I'm always looking forward, typically around like Halloween, Thanksgiving, looking at, tankathon, see where we're going to net out, looking at mock drafts, seeing who's going to be available. Obviously, there's no better pick than 32, so I'm very happy about that. But I don't have a college football allegiance to a specific team, so all I'm thinking about when I'm watching college football is how are these guys going to translate to the pros.
And I should have said this at the top. Stephen Cheah actually went to school. It was one of those like Trump University where you just pay someone a shitload of money and then you take a fake online course for scouting. So he actually has done the homework.
What degree do you have? What's the title?
Offensive line and defensive line.
Offensive line, defensive line, secondary, cornerbacks and safeties, and then wide receivers. It's the Scouting Academy, and it's awesome. I mean, you can be one of the instructors is Louis Riddick, so you can take scouting classes and kind of go over notes with Louis Riddick.
He took so many. How many hours did it take for you to do that?
I mean, it's 20 hours a week. So we need to get
you to. You need to work with Billy Football. Like the fact that you were taking 20 hours a week, have a child, have a full-time job. God damn it.
You also need to include that in your email signatures. There needs to be like an acronym that you put after Stephen Cheah.
PhD.
PhD, or what's the official title of the certification you got?
I passed the module in the Scouting Academy.
Passed the module.
Sick. All right, we got awesome. 8, 9, 10. Let's do that, and we'll wrap it up. All right, so 8, you want to do the Sink That Ass?
Yeah, let's do Sink That Ass.
Sink That Ass.
Good value.
Give us the Sink That Ass.
Yep. So Sink That Ass is going to be a guy that's able to anchor down, which is basically, if he's getting bull rush, he's able to anchor down, sink his ass, and basically stop the impending rush. So a guy that I'm going to see do this is Rashawn Slater out of Northwestern, offensive tackle. I mean, he can really sink that ass. He's 305 pounds, I think. He had his best game against Chase Young. That's what he's going to get a lot of hype for. He opted out this year, but he's a guy that, when you get into him, even though he's not huge, I think he's about 6'4", he's able to sink that ass, get low, and stop a bull rush. Rashawn Slater, Northwestern, sink that ass.
Okay.
I just love hearing Steven say sink that ass.
Yeah, sink that ass.
He said it like 6 times.
All right, we got 2 left.
So I'm kind of interested just to know the difference between naughty calves and balled up calves.
All right, so let's do the combo pick.
Yeah, naughty calves and balled up calves. Which one's good?
So a lot of these terms mean the same thing. It's just very strong calves. So you look at their calves and you can basically see, the muscles in there. This can pertain to a variety of positions. Naughty calves. Let's go with Jamar Chase. I mean, he's 208 pounds. I believe he's 6 feet tall. Very big calves, just very filled out body. Jamar Chase, naughty calves, balled up calves.
Okay, and then last one. Should we go? I actually kind of like.
I like fraud.
Fraud.
But I know what
Stephen
that
Cheah's
is.
not going to do a fraud. Yeah.
Pile inspector.
Why don't we? No, let's just go old fashioned. Give us your number one coach killer in this draft.
Coach killer.
This is tough.
Who's the quarterback from Liberty?
I hope that this becomes like bulletin board material for whoever you name here.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to go through the guys. Coaching regime changes is not something that I typically go through.
No, but it doesn't have to be someone who's gotten their coach killed already. It could be like someone who's likely to get their coach killed at the next level.
Right.
Oh, at the next level?
Yeah, that's a coach killer.
Like it could be a boomer bust guy who, like, if you use a high draft pick on this guy and he doesn't pan out, he ends up being a coach killer.
You know what was crazy? All-time example of a coach killer, Jason Campbell. I think 5 consecutive head coaches got fired in the NFL that Jason Campbell played for. And it wasn't really his fault.
No.
He was just in, like, the worst situations repeatedly. But I don't think that'll ever be matched again.
You can go if you want a cop out, you can go with whoever you think the Bears are going to take a QB, because if the Bears take a QB and he's not good, he's the coach killer.
So I think if we're putting it in those terms, this one's pretty easy, and it's Mac Jones, because it is, from what we've heard, Kyle Shanahan versus the personnel department in San Francisco for who's going to be the third pick. Kyle Shanahan is, I don't want to say alone on the island, but he very much is beating the drum for Mac Jones. If Mac Jones does not turn out, and Trey Lance and or Justin Fields turns out to be a very good player, we could be witnessing the beginning of the end to Kyle Shanahan.
I'm so excited to put this on a quote card and have it like listed so that people see this and just freak out at Stephen Cheah.
Mac Jones, coach killer, Stephen Cheah's official coach killer of the 2021 draft.
That's a good answer, though. That is a good answer, because you're right. Like, if Mac Jones is not what Kyle Shanahan thinks he is, it will be tough to recover from that.
Also, Steven, I got a quick follow-up on that. You said that Kyle Shanahan more and more is on an island all by himself. How do you know that? Or are you just saying what you've heard people say on television?
I mean, I also have some sources within the league that I've talked to, but a lot of it is, stuff that you read. So, I texted you today, yesterday, congratulations for making both Monday morning columns. And, he was kind of very prominent in those columns. It was talked about on Schefter's podcast that Kyle Shanahan kind of is on an island there. So everyone takes Schefter kind of at face value, as you can see my background.
Yep.
But yeah, this is what you're hearing around the league, and people I talk to kind of echo these things.
Do you think it is weird that you have Adam Schefter's family in your background?
No.
Okay. You are the last person on earth who thinks that, like, Peter King, like, he doesn't carry water for the NFL, or like
no, you take Schefter at face value.
Yeah.
Schefter, what you see is what you get with Adam Schefter.
Like, if I said to you Peter King carries water for Roger Goodell, would you disagree?
Yeah, I've met Peter King twice. Really good guy. I know that we don't have the best relationship with him at the moment.
Well, he owes us money, yeah.
Yeah. But he put PFT in his column yesterday, so maybe this is the beginning.
Unironically, that was like Steven was genuinely impressed with me.
And also,
he texted me yesterday.
I was
didn't answer the question, too. Do you think Peter King carries water for the NFL? Okay.
No, I don't.
Okay,
No?
I know you
Okay.
don't. I know you don't. All right, Steven, any other last draft thoughts? This has been positively delightful.
I'll give you guys a couple of terms that I associated with a few guys. Some maybe I'm surprised you didn't choose. So
Are these
knee bender-
originals? Or no, these aren't. These are DJs.
These are from DJs.
Okay.
So I mean, this is this list is kind of, it's not like 100% circulated, but this list for the most part, these are somewhat common terms. There are some original ones on here, but there are somewhat common terms. So like knee bender, that's going to be an offensive lineman that's typically bigger, that can really get down, bend his knees. Panay Sewell's a great one for that. Herky-jerky movements, Rashad Bateman is really good for that, and a little bit less of a traditional route runner. What else do I got here? Smooth strider, Jamar Chase. Long strider, Terrace Marshall Jr. at LSU. Deliberate, I love this guy, Elijah Moore, wide receiver out of Ole Miss.
Yeah. What's another good term for a short king? Is a fire plug? Is he a fire plug?
No, so we got two.
Water
So we
bug?
got micro midget, which is
wow.
Rondale Moore,
Steven just
the wide
canceled
receiver
himself.
out of Purdue.
That's my guy.
And then Jockey, Tutu Atwell out of Louisville. He weighed in at 149 pounds. I mean, that is a tough measurement.
Yeah.
What is somebody who's wrapped? Like WRAPPED. Is that someone who's like jacked up, or someone who looks like they've got like a wrapping of fat around them?
Wrapped, I haven't heard before, but like body beautiful or maxed out. These are terms like maxed out is like you've maxed out your frame. Dressed up is another term where you can't really add on more weight. You're kind of at your body's maximum potential of bone mass and density.
All right, let me do the last question here. Actually, it is the Roback question. I'm going to give you the Roback question, Stephen Cheah. Stephen Cheah also works in ad ops, so he was probably sitting there like, why the fuck hasn't he asked it yet? Use code PFT on Roback.com for 20% off your first purchase. Roback, RHOBACK.com. Code PFT. They make the best performance polos and the only performance polos we wear. And for our guest today, Stephen Cheah, we'd like to gift you a Roback Performance Q-Zip on us. I have that at my desk next time you're in the office. Okay. Last question for you. Who has the most beautiful body in this year's draft?
I'm going to give two answers here. So on offense, we're going to look at Trey Lance. He's just kind of prototypical body you want for a quarterback, a modern-day quarterback. He's muscled up. He's about 6'4". He can take hits. Trey Lance on offense. On defense, we're going to look at an edge rusher out of Washington. Kind of a surprising opt-out this year, Joe Tryon. He's just 6'5", 260, muscled up. He's exactly what you'd want to look for as far as body beautiful.
Okay. I love it, Steven. Steven, thank you so much. I'm looking at Joe Tryon right now, and boy, is his body beautiful.
That dude's wrapped.
Yeah, with that shirt. Yeah, definitely.
Dude, it's beautiful. All right, Steven, thank you. Everyone tune in. NFL show, live show on Thursday night. Stephen Cheah will be giving you a breakdown of every pick with Roan and Brandon Walker, and then we'll be hopping in eventually at some point as well. Also, tune in to his podcast. What is it again?
Surf and Turf.
Surf and Turf.
Eat and run.
Yep, you're surfing and you're turfing.
And I will say, just to promote our show, is that ESPN and NFL Network have agreed to not tip picks. We have not agreed to that.
Oh,
okay.
Hell yes.
We will be tipping picks. One or two might be wrong.
Yeah, I was going to say, let's hope we don't have a repeat of last year.
Steven, I do not want to demote you again. Still, one of the funniest things ever is when I demoted you and then you sent me a text message. You're like, I understand what you had to do here in demoting me. This is all made up, but not in your eyes. It's all real.
Well, we can take away your certification from the draft program that you completed.
Oh, no. I have emails proving that happened.
Now we'll come to your house and rip it up. All right, Steven, thank you so much.
Thanks, Steven.
Thanks, guys.
Stephen Cheah was brought to you by our friends over at HelloFresh. With HelloFresh, you get fresh, pre-measured ingredients and mouth-watering seasonal recipes delivered right to your door. Skip trips to the grocery store. You can count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. That's why it's America's #1 meal kit. The worst thing is if you get a meal kit, a meal delivery service, and it takes you forever to put the meals together. It doesn't really feel like you're saving much time or much effort. Well, with HelloFresh, you can have dinner on the table in about 30 minutes or less. Super easy. It's going to cut out the stressful meal planning and the grocery store trips. You can try meals that are ready in 20 minutes or less, too. So lightning prep recipes and quick breakfasts and lunches, it's perfect for your busy schedule. HelloFresh offers 25-plus recipes to choose from each week. You got some vegetarian meals, you got craft burgers, you got extra special gourmet options. There's something for everyone to enjoy with all recipes designed and extra special gourmet options that are tested by professional chefs and nutritional experts. You get deliciousness, you get simplicity, you get convenience. They're fast, they're easy, and most importantly, they're tasty. You get all 3 meals a day, plus you get every snack and special treat in between. Over 4 out of 5 HelloFresh customers say HelloFresh helps them lead a healthier lifestyle with delicious, low-calorie, carb-smart, and vegetarian options available each and every week. Plus, HelloFresh is 28% cheaper than shopping at your local grocery store. It's 72% cheaper than a restaurant meal, and you don't sacrifice any of the quality. We love HelloFresh. Go to HelloFresh.com/PMT12. Use promo code PMT12. Get 12 free meals, including free shipping. So it's an easy deal for you guys to get. Get 12 free meals. Now is the time when you got to start planning for that summer bod. Get in good shape for the summer. Use HelloFresh. They can help you out. Use promo code PMT12. Get 12 free meals at HelloFresh.com.
Okay, let's wrap up. We got a few FAQs. We'll send you on your way. Friday, draft day, and maybe a little Randy Moss getting us ready for Kentucky Derby. All right,
Straight
Hank.
cash, homie.
Randy Moss, the football player?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I can't. He
We
might
don't-
have played football, like rec football.
We don't know if any of us are going to be alive by then. So
Two-hand touch.
All right, so this was kind of what we were talking about earlier, mascots, problematic names, etc. What would you name the Cleveland Indians when their team name is disbanded? PFT probably wants them to be called the Cleveland baseball team.
and I was going to say the football team.
I do love the Spiders.
Cleveland
They-
Spiders is cool.
Yeah, they had, like, I think that's way back they were the Spiders.
Ooh, Cleveland Midges.
Cleveland Midges. I like that one.
Billy's looking at me like that's a slur. A midge is a bug that lands on your face if you're Jabba Chamberlain.
What about the
Animal
Cleveland
fact.
Lake? Also, why not just the Cleveland Browns? Baseball edition.
I don't mind. They're probably going to do like the Cleveland Rocks.
Cleveland Lake is pretty good.
Yeah, Cleveland Lake. It's just a fucking lake right there. It's Cleveland Lake.
What about Cleveland Rocks?
Cleveland Rocks.
They would tie in the Hall of Fame, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but their
Andrew
mascot
Carey.
could just straight up be crack.
Yeah.
Sup, boys, especially our darling Jake. Are we ever going to get a throw-off between Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes? Bills Mafia would be happy to host.
So, yes, we want to. It's just really hard to get them together. And
We've
also
tried.
COVID happened.
Yeah, so we were going to do it last year, but then COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we've had some harebrained ideas, but that
I think that's not so much harebrained.
No,
I think
no,
that would be awesome to see.
the execution of it. I think there was a discussion. I can't remember who was like, we should just go to the game, and before the game, if we can get on the field, maybe they'll do it. And I was like, I don't think they'll do it before the game, like trying to throw their arms out. But
I
yes,
think when we went
want
to interview Mahomes, it was like close-ish.
Yeah, if we
were
can ever
talking
get them
to Josh.
together.
Yeah.
I think maybe we should maybe Grit Week.
Maybe we'll ride a tandem bike to them.
But
Yeah.
they have to be
And then
together.
we can do it.
The other way we
This
could
is
do it
good.
is if we went to both places, measured it off,
No, you can't do that because of wind, because of everything.
altitude.
Yeah. The lines in their practice facility not being exact.
Yeah,
40-yard
good point.
dashes.
Good
Yeah.
point. All right, so what we should do is just Patrick, hit us up and let us know when you're free.
Josh is always free.
Hello, Mr. Cat, PFT, Hank, Billy, and of course Jake. Parentheses, I feel like he gets left out a lot of these hellos. I was wondering when
That was
they're
nice.
when they're not to Liam, Bubba. I was wondering when there might be another combine with all the PMT guys minus Billy, since we know he'd probably finish last in all the events.
Oh!
If this were to happen again, who do you think would put up the scariest combine numbers out of all of you? I think Jake might be sneaky athletic just because of his youth. However, PFT has shown that it's his competition to lose in any jumping event. Thanks, y'all, for always making the mornings better.
All right, so at this point in our athletic careers,
I'm retired.
I'm pretty sure that if we did a combine, there would be at least over under 2.5 Achilles torn.
Last time we did a combine for Barstool was like 3 years ago, and I hurt my hamstring pretty bad, so I'm retired.
Do you guys remember the first assignment you sent me on outside of the office?
Yes,
Yeah.
This is not your content.
The XFL Combine.
This is not your
They
content.
had me do a few of the drills in a full suit.
And it was not your content.
Nope.
You know what we should do?
Such an outrageous thing to say.
Just do a blogging combine.
Yeah.
Just words per minute. Amount of the 3-cone drill is just eating ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
Gifts.
I would absolutely murk you guys.
I don't know about
You'd
that.
actually have to write.
I mean, you lost.
I'm talking about the other combine, not the blogging combine.
Are you talking about the football combine?
Yeah.
Bill, you're in college and you lost a cornhole game today. How's that?
That's true.
Dude, you gotta put.
Listen, when
you're
he
not- if you're-
graduates,
if you're not
he
in the
will win
prime
all
of
his
your life,
cornhole
yeah,
games.
You gotta put some friction on the board because it just
it's the board's
slides
fault.
off.
The other
If
player
you
didn't
look
have a
at-
problem.
If you look, because if you whatever.
We should do a
Stool streams, play Barstool.
We should do a combine of future plans. Billy would crush us in that.
FAQ.
I don't know. Actually, I think we're pretty good.
Yeah,
we can
We have
hold
good
our-
ones.
I actually don't know
We have
about
good
that.
ones.
Jake, I'll
but
buy
he's
you
got
some
a lot of
suits
good
soon.
ones. It actually would be our strongest across the board.
You buy
future
my
plans.
suits before Billy looks up the fan in your avatar.
That's true.
Oh,
Yes,
jeez,
without a doubt.
Jake, that
Deep
one's
cut.
a dagger. I love it.
FAQ. What's the deal with you guys getting guests from ESPN? The guys you have had relationships pre-Van Talk like SVP and McShay come on, but would ESPN ever let PFT's GOAT, Greeny, come on?
Greeny's
met
like,
Greeny.
Seems like it's touch and go
Twice.
with
so Greeny
with the ESPN people.
Greeny seems like he's best appreciated from a distance.
We
I
got to
don't-
get him on.
I
at
don't
some
think
point.
I don't think I
Just
want
in
Greeny
person,
on
sit
anymore.
down. Yes, I
It's
do.
Never meet your heroes.
There are certain people that, like, we were having the conversation about Dude Perfect going on tour, and we're like, oh, what if we went to it? It's like, you know what? It's better. There's definitely a few people that we should just stay away from, just so that we can keep doing what we're doing.
Yeah.
Greeny might be in that category.
Well, I
disagree.
I don't think that Greeny would be in the category if he'd show up and then we'd love Greeny so much. That
No, but we would feel worse. We would feel bad about making fun of him.
What about Cow Turd?
No, I'm done with him.
I don't like Cow Turd.
We actually
I think it'd be
we
good,
asked
too.
him to come on, and I think
No, he invited. I think he invited himself.
Yeah, when he had his podcast network,
He just wanted to use us to promote his podcast network.
like, no.
And I do have like almost a Rico Bosco "Never Forgive, Never Forget" with Colin Cowherd and what he did with Sean Taylor. Never forgive,
So,
never forget.
Fuck you, coward. You're off.
Skip and Stephen A.
Yes.
Yes,
Immediately.
Hard yes,
All right.
because Skip wouldn't get it. We would just make fun of him to his face and leave best of friends, but not lose what we would lose with like a Greeny or a Dude Perfect.
I would just be afraid that Skip and Stephen A. would get. They would just get on
Greeny
the
would be
show.
amazing.
If we had them on at the same time, they would just fall in love.
I think it would be tough to get him on at the same time.
No,
It would be
I just
incredible.
meant individually.
Yeah.
But, my girlfriend is addicted to Disney and is almost 23 and has been begging me to go on a trip with her there. Is that still weird for that age? What's the age cutoff for Disney? Is Big Cat Disney phobic?
I might be. I'll hand up. Didn't go as a kid, so
It might be like one of those like you were like maybe like is there like a jealousy? Like maybe like you saw all the kids going to Disney and you were like a
Possibly.
little bit upset.
I do think
so you
adult-
held it in deep down.
I think adult Disney goers without children. That's a little weird.
I think that you
So
get.
what's the age cutoff?
I think that
30?
the age cutoff is probably 25, 26
Yeah.
because you can go somewhere you can do anything that you did as a child again after you turn 21 where you can legally drink there and get to experience it again but drunk. And then after that, then it becomes weird.
Yeah, the around the world, the women's soccer team.
Yeah,
they
like-
all got kicked out. That was kind of cool.
That's why I love U.S. women's soccer.
Yeah,
when
they're
Alex
sick.
Morgan got kicked out of Disney
Yeah.
World for
Yeah.
getting hammered.
Yeah.
If you could go back and relive any bet you made, what would it be?
Relive.
Relive.
Like relive it in good or get to rebet it?
If you could go back and relive any bet you made, what would it be?
I don't know. You don't remember the winners.
Yeah.
I would definitely go back and not take the fucking Broncos against the
God damn
Seahawks
it.
in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that was
That
awful.
sucked. Sucked real bad. What? Billy?
There was a can't win parlay that hit early in the season that was pretty sick, and I got a hedgehog.
Nice. All right, there you go.
Dear PFT, what are your top 3 Blink-182 songs?
Oh, that's a good question. All right, I'm going to go with "Damn It," number 1.
Adam's song better be on there.
No.
What?
It's a good song, but it's not my top 3. "Damn It,"
Get you
number
in the
1.
feels, dude.
I like "Dysentery Gary," and then not "Dysentery." "Dumpweed." "Dumpweed" is my number 2. The number 3 is "Apple Shampoo."
Adam's song.
4 "Carousel." 5th, Travis Barker drum solo
I
live.
never thought I die alone. Come on.
Also, Anthem Part 2 and Anthem Part 1.
Dude died alone.
You know what? Anthem Part 2 is second. Get out of here, dumpweed.
All right, last one.
All right, last one. We'll do last one.
Well, you got another good one?
There's a few good ones. This one's a serious one. We'll end with a funny one. Any tension, big argument / fight you guys have ever been in, I can't imagine traveling for Grit Week was always happy-go-lucky, or maybe someone's cleanliness or lack thereof annoyed someone to a certain point to say something. Being the bigger man and not using PFT's Mountain Dew spitter as an example.
There's never been like a significant thing. It's just at the end of like Grit Week, we all remember that one Grit Week we did in the South, and then we all got in that Uber after we returned the RV, and no one said a word.
Yeah.
For like 45 minutes, and then we all went to our hotel rooms, and
But
that
we
was
were all-
like it was it. That
We
was
were all
done.
like super pumped to not be talking.
Right. It was just like, there's just a point where it's like you spend every second. It's like, all right. But there's never been like a huge fight.
I got really mad at Jake when he mispronounced. What did he mispronounce the other
Mortgage.
week? Mortgage. I got really mad at Jake when he said mortgage.
Mortgage.
All right, last one.
I'd say the biggest fights happen when Hank strolls in on Sunday and has the opposite of all of our bets.
That's probably true.
Well, yeah, like there's a lot of that. There's a lot of like.
But those aren't like big
Yeah,
fights
like,
because those
there's,
just
like-
are like yelling in the moment and like, all right, we're good.
Like I feel like a fight would be something that happens like off air, like isn't
And, like, lingers.
spoken about. But
Uh-huh.
like there's a
There's
lot of
never
there's a
been
lot
that.
of like catty arguments.
Right,
But those
but
are
that's-
like
that's
those
just
are fun.
guys being
Yeah,
dudes.
There's
right.
been some things off the air that have come
PFT tried to
forward
fight me
on
when
the air.
Liam made that Photoshop that time. Like I walked in the office,
But
and
that
he was
wasn't
like,
even-
square
I
up.
wouldn't even say that
I
was
didn't
a
try
fight.
to fight you. I just thought it was
You
a
like
dirty
walked,
move.
you like cut me off with your chest out. We're like square up.
Sorry, I was being assertive.
I was like,
No, there was a thing that's happened off the air that we've brought onto the air a little bit is Hank's yawns. Because those would actually...
he brought it on.
well, then you guys asked me. Then you guys asked me to do it on the show, and people have never been madder at me than when you asked me to yell on the show. All right, last one.
By the way, Hank, I think I'm the only one here that's thanked you for putting the show up early.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
we've made amends.
I might have to stop doing that though. It's gone too far.
Yeah.
people.
People
It
start
was fun-
asking,
It was
like,
like
now.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like a joke, but now people I think are serious. I can't tell. But yeah, jokes can't last forever.
Yeah.
This weekend, my friend's wife said men snore because our ball sacks cover our buttholes when we sleep. Is this true?
That actually makes perfect sense.
You're airtight.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Seals you up. Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's a great ending, and I agree with it. All right. Numbers?
38.
Give me 8.
99.
Kurt Schilling.
8.
Liam has 22.
Whales in the Caribbean have a different accent than whales outside the Caribbean. That's like an actual fact.
That's actually cool.
Like their
Good fact.
echolocation sounds.
89.
Steve Smith.
We ever had it?
October 8th.
October 8th.
Love you
Before
guys.
draft night.
Love you guys.
Talking away. No, I don't know what I'm to say. I'll say it anyway. Today's another day to find you shying away. Oh, I'll be coming for your love, okay? Shying away. Oh, I'll be coming for your love, okay? Take on.